When the story begins, you have individually found your way to a meeting point in the bowels of Anchor Point Station, ironically right under the nose of the authorities. How you've made your way to Anchor Point may vary, which, by the way, the map is showing right. I turned off the fog of war.
Yeah, yeah,
All
we
right,
see
good.
it.
Yeah.
Just double checking. But how you made your way to Anchor Point may vary. Some of you simply took the interstellar equivalent of a bus trip there aboard a transport ship, while some of you were smuggled in through more discreet methods. Regardless of how you got here, all of you are in the company of complete strangers, a crowd numbering roughly under 20 people in total, not counting armed guards present and a few individuals who aren't armed but are dressed in a uniform manner and seem as if they're expecting something or someone. You've been gathered for an assembly, an offer of a lifetime to work for an enigmatic figure known only as Valentino, a man who seeks the services of only the most capable individuals to serve in his unnamed organization and will reward those who meet his standards very generously. And you are currently waiting for a special guest to arrive and give you the details. For the time being, that person hasn't shown up, so if anyone wishes to have a quiet conversation with those around you, you've got a moment to do so. But I mean, that's obviously entirely voluntary.
Yeah. So
So
it
is it
seems.
just the PCs, or we're in a group with NPCs as well?
So basically, the crowd is more or less split up into, these three groups. Like everybody along
Mhm.
this kind of plane is, um, are all the participants that have shown up to potentially join Valentino's crew. It's just that all the PCs are kind of conveniently congregated in one such group. Like you haven't
Okay.
been assigned to a group. It's just that's kind of how everything fell into place.
Okay.
Like you're close enough
Can
to
you
where you could.
enable the character names on the portraits?
Sure. Hold on, let me see. I think I can do that with um, mass edit, or no, it's
It's visible on some and not on all.
oh, that's weird. Hold on, let's see, because I think there's a, yep, I can do mass edit. Display name, hovered by anyone, apply an update. Okay, now does it do it?
Yes.
Yay!
Perfect. It's not often that I use that module, its function, but it's good to have it when I do. So, but yeah, anyway, so you guys are all kind of, in the, in general company of like proximity of each other if you want to have any kind of talks beforehand.
So Jack will be not interested in talking, at least at first. So
Okay.
he would definitely not start a conversation. He'd be sort of like leering at people, like trying to figure out what they're about.
All right. So for David and Kelly, if any of you want to say anything.
They will look around very curiously as to how many people are in the room, and he'll kind of look at his closest group of people here and give a slight nudge to the closest person, which I'm guessing here is Kelly
Yeah.
Kelly Thompson, and ask, so does anybody else have any more information of our uh, enigmatic benefactor?
Actually,
It
while you're
seems
saying that, I have
it's
a
very
quick
popular.
question for Emily. I'll ask you in DMs, but please keep going.
Yeah.
So basically, he's just starting small talk. Like, does anybody else know anything more about this person that's invited us?
Jack will look mildly annoyed and sort of gruffly, he'll say, uh, "You know why the job you're applying for, right?"
Of course, but just was interested to see if anybody knows the man himself a bit better personally, or are we all just in the unknown trying to find our way?
Well, the reputation is enough, isn't it? A man
Oh, it
like
surely
him
precedes
doesn't
him.
doesn't become as powerful as widely known without everyone being familiar with the details.
Of course, but that is the not so public, but still somewhat public knowledge. That is what is made our reputation, so that we are all pretty aware of it. I am personally, though, very excited to get a little bit of a closer look at our mysterious benefactor.
Speaking of closer look, something interesting from David's perspective, which first of all, I'll say this: everybody, there's no denying it. This guy is actually a David synthetic, because the name wasn't obvious. Which, I mean, hopefully you didn't consider that a huge
Yep.
spoiler, Greg. But I mean, come on.
No. The face is oh damn! The plan has gone all awry.
Um,
I should have brought my mask and hoodie.
Dang. 10 seconds in and already ruined the surprise.
Yeah, we gotta get those Groucho
Should have thought
glasses
this
out.
through better.
But something I was asking, the reason I was asking Emily, speaking of reveals, so the reason I'm mentioning that to David is because nobody else would realize it, but the woman standing next to you, with your synthy senses, she's kin, if that makes sense.
I only just noticed the profile picture where it's from. Nice deep cut, I have to say.
Oh, okay. Well, Emily, I guess I would owe you $10 because I was so sure that nobody else would know. But then I remembered Greg was in the group, so.
I
Fucking
forgot
awesome
how
comic.
much I forgot how much of an Alien fan Greg is.
I'm a degenerate.
That makes two
when it
of us.
comes to...
And, hi, John. By the way.
Oh, hello. Then this is fate that he's the first to kind of nudge you there and kind of ask you of your opinion on all of this. Are you excited for this opportunity? What do you think? How is this going to go?
It's another job. I've had several, and hey, I've heard some interesting rumors about this guy. Hopefully, I've heard. Hopefully, he's not as bad as they say, but I'll definitely be keeping, keeping my head on a swivel.
So John, just
I
mean, you're here,
I'm
right?
sorry.
Are you present or are you AFK?
I'm muted. Sorry.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm here.
So basically, just quick primer, what's going on. Story begins in medias res. You guys are in the depths of Anchor Point Station, and you've been gathered for like a sort of underground assembly. And basically, you're waiting on somebody to arrive, and give like a briefing, but for the time being, it's basically just the 5 PCs and a couple, people you don't know. I mean, everybody doesn't know each other, but like all the PCs are in one spot. So I was saying, if anybody wants to have any kind of brief conversations, you can.
Yeah. I just have a nervous twitch.
Okay.
If you remember.
Yes, I do.
Remember. Okay. Yes.
Oh my god, I got.
Some people seem excited.
I got to
have
pull
an
up your fucking
extreme
life
nervous
path.
twitch.
Oh,
It's
damn.
in my notes. It's in my notes of my character sheet.
Yep, I remember your psych eval.
I'll look over at you, John. I forget what your character's name is. Oh,
Just
we haven't
hover
been
it.
introduced yet, and I'll.
Yeah.
I mean, you wouldn't know his
Yeah.
name in character, but.
Tobiah. Yeah, I'll. I'll look over at you and I'll say, it's nice to meet you. I'm Kelly Thompson. And you are? Well, like go to extend a hand to shake yours.
Looks at hand, looks
I
at you,
realize
looks at hand, looks at you, shakes hand. I'm not imagining you, am I?
I think so.
Sir, are you
Are you
doing
okay?
well?
Yeah, I'm having a little bit of a episode, maybe. Why are there so
Do
many
you
people around us?
do you need a doctor? I am a physician of sort. I'm Dr. David, though people call me either
David.
Doc or Dave,
Uh,
however you want.
you're a doc. Well, doc, I got some news for you, right? Um,
Yes.
the news is I see things, I hear things, and I see dead people.
Yeah, you notice that like some of the NPCs around you kind of overhear this and look at you and kind of like concerned.
That is a unique
Yeah,
talent,
I'm gonna take a
sir.
big step back from you, Tobiah.
So I'll
Yeah,
say
and
that
Yep.
you know,
he's just standing there, like very slightly twitching every once in a while, just like his eyes are darting back and forth around the room.
so yeah, it's at this
David,
time I think for dramatic
yeah.
effect that basically any and all conversation is put to a stop by the order of one of the unarmed individuals waiting by a central podium who says to all the
So,
people that are
sorry.
talking, "Oh,
Before we do that, could we just do like out of character introductions, um, to like understand who everyone's playing and stuff like that?
I mean, if you guys want to, but it's not obligated to per player. I mean,
I
I
mean, do
usually
you guys
advocate by
like?
discovery, but
I usually like that just so I understand who everyone is.
I mean, you can just
But
summarize like your name and area of expertise if you want. But I mean, just so you know in advance, what I was planning to do is like basically after this next scene, you guys get assembled as a crew, and then you've got some downtime to get to know each other, if that makes it
oh, okay, okay, yeah,
so.
sure.
So the one of these dudes up here um, says to everybody who's having conversations, "Silence yourselves. Speaker Vosk has arrived and will deliver the briefing." And the guy after he says this, he takes a step back, and we have like a avatar like Quaritch reveal where you've got this. God, my screen's like glitching again. So this woman steps out, and you guys remember how in Avatar and like the "You Are Not in Pandora" scene, like there's like a close up of Quaritch's
Mm-hmm.
hip and like the revolver in it. So it's basically like that, but with a sword.
Flamboyant.
And so you have this woman with neck length, light blonde hair, a very intense look in her eyes, a sheathed sword at her hip, and a uniform a bit more embellished than those of the other people surrounding the crowd, marches up to the microphone. She says, "I am Speaker Jennifer Vosk, the voice of Valentino himself. I'm sure some of you have been given enough information to draw you here, but for those who haven't, or would do with a reminder, listen closely for you'll only be hearing this once. You've been selected for a chance at a life much more rewarding than the one you've had up until this point. One where you'll be provided with wealth and glory unlike anything you've been offered before as we challenge the status quo of the Middle Heavens. However, this isn't going to be handed to you on a silver platter. On behalf of Valentino, to prove your worth to him, you will all be given a task. And to complete it, you will be divided into 3 crews. Whichever crew completes the task first, by any means necessary, will be brought into the fold. Those who refuse or fail, well, let's not ruin the mood by thinking too heavily about that, shall we?" And she methodically kind of scans the room, gauging the crowd's reaction to the first part of her speech. And her eyes actually, like, especially David and Kelly, you can tell, like, her eyes flare up with momentary rage when she lays eyes on both of you. And, I mean, she doesn't stop, but she kind of, it takes her a while to cool down when, you know, look in her eyes wise as she looks at everybody else. And
I just want to say that I'm fully snapped at attention, military attention.
okay, good to know.
David is smiling, has a warm look in his eyes, and he's just happy to be here.
Okay. Um, so, um, she says, after doing that vibe check, what you've been tasked with is the assassination of a diplomat of the United Americas, Camila Custodio, and to do so before she attends a peace conference to try and end the frontier war. Valentino very much believes that war is good for business, and business means money and influence for all of us. How you go about tracking her down and how you go about killing her, Valentino doesn't care about in the slightest. But physical or video proof of Custodio's death and that you were the ones who killed her is required. You will be given briefings on the specifics of the mission. I understand that such a task might come as a shock to some of you and may be beyond what you're willing to do. In that case, you're free to leave. I want everybody to make an observation roll. Oh, this is off to a good start.
Oh goodness.
We see nothing.
Yeah, I don't have anything that applies here.
I'm guessing she's not being entirely truthful.
Well, that's not quite the situation, but okay. Kelly sees it. So, Tobias, do you want to do the roll? Observation.
I did.
Oh, you
I
did.
got 3 blanks.
Oh, you did. Oh, now I see it. So, Kelly, you notice, like, I mean, everybody else is kind of, fixated on Speaker Vosk, but on a success, you notice. So, some of the people in the crowd seem a bit. Hold on, I gotta answer this. Because one of my players from a different game is messaging me.
No issue.
So, but
Excuse me.
anyways, so you notice, I mean, so there are a couple people that are like quietly murmuring, and then you actually notice that the guards in the room, they aren't taking aim at the crowd, but you see and hear the distinct click of them switching their safeties off. God, would this guy fucking shut up? Sorry. Um, Jesus Christ. I mean, okay, I'm just going do not disturb. Um, but anyway, but yeah, you notice the guards are like they're basically almost as if they're on standby to shoot anybody who accepts the implied challenge to back down.
Yeah. You can leave is a metaphor for in a body bag.
Yeah, you can leave. You can leave this the mortal realm. Um, but yeah, I
Yep.
mean nobody actually backs off, but you definitely get like an uneasy vibe from the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Jack will just sort of smile to himself.
um,
David lifts a hand like a little schoolboy.
to ask a question.
Yes.
You definitely notice that she does not. Speaker Vosk does not react to that at all.
He'll put the
I
hand
will
down.
say,
Then.
I will say, out of question, if you do want to ask a question, we can just say that one of the NPCs in the crowd asks it on your behalf, so you still get an answer. It's just she's intentionally being spiteful and ignoring you.
Completely understand. It wasn't. It shouldn't be a too unique question. It was like just if she made a pause or finished, he just wanted to kind of enthusiastically, basically ask, "When can we start?" But if she's ignoring him, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
It's more of a
So
roleplay question.
she says, like, well, once that issue has been resolved, she says, she actually does ask, before being divided into crews and given informational handouts on your task, are there any questions?
The hand
Yeah,
goes up again.
rather ironically, yeah. So,
Feel
I'll
free to ignore it.
well, I mean, I'll give you an answer. I mean, the NPC's a bitch, but that doesn't mean you you don't get an answer for your question. So one of the NPCs, like I'll say it's this guy who may or may not be relevant later. He raises his hand, and your question was basically just when do we get started?
Yeah.
Um, she basically answers his question by saying, um, you know, pretty much once the briefing is over, you'll be directed to your ship, like to the ship you will be assigned to, and then the hunt begins.
So no disintegrations, right?
No, the whole well, I mean, you can't disintegrate somebody, but the point is to kill. Like you're killing a diplomat, and basically whoever does the job first and actually has proof that they did it, that she's dead, gets into the syndicate.
This will be a fun game.
It was just the funny pun that says no disintegrations.
Yeah. No, the reference definitely did not go unnoticed. So basically, what happens is PDATs are, well, actually, who already has one?
I do.
Okay. So I know Jack has one. Does anybody else?
Nope.
I do not have one.
Okay. Artyom, this edition of Arthur who has one of those like Russian hats, he has one. So I'll say that anybody with a PDAT, so in this case Jack and hold on, Blizzard's tokens thing isn't correct, or like the name isn't for some reason. So there we go, updated. Artyom Vladimirov. What the fuck? I changed the fucking prototype token.
Refresh.
Hold on. All right. So whenever it'll fucking load, there we go. No, it still didn't.
Refresh the token. That's what I was saying.
Oh, like place a new one? All right.
Yeah, that it should do that if you place a new one down.
Yeah, I need to update the prototype token again. Okay, prototype token. Oh, okay, there we go. So let's try that again. Yep, there we go. So
Yay.
anyway, so you guys, I will. There's a handout. I mean, I'll make it visible for the whole group. Um, but let's see. So mission dossier. I will configure ownership. I will make this all players observer. So if you look in campaign handouts, mission one initiation, mission dossier, and then there are 3 different sections.
Mm.
That should have all the.
Oh, lovely.
So I'll give you guys a few minutes to read over that, and if you still have any questions, then you're free to ask.
Ooh, at Alexandria colony. That'll be that'll be dense.
Oh, joy, a homecoming. Okay, so it looks like our bonus objective for this mission is to try to implicate the UPP. And just so happens we have someone from the UPP in our crew.
2 people, actually.
Right? Yep, that's
Oh,
true.
we won't even have to fake it.
Starting off nicely. So
I plead
who's willing
insanity.
to leave a finger, a UPP blooded finger?
It's going to take
of their
more than
own
that.
blood?
It's more
What
an
do we set up
implication
one
of
of those
somebody.
old? What
It's
do
more
we
an
set up one of those old hostage videos, like plaster the UPP flag and like have him execute the fucking senator?
Like the Taliban hostage videos.
Yeah, that's what my mind went to. Why am I so goddamn murderous today? Jesus.
I mean, it's a bad guy's game.
Because probably, yeah, because we're working for a murderous psychopath. That's why.
Oh, this is only the
Put it this
beginning.
way,
Let's see, is
that's
there
right up my alley.
is there a
I'm
It's
glad
a
to hear that,
change of
Mr.
Yeah,
pace
Twitchy.
for
no,
me.
that's unfortunate. I was trying to see if I could find like a GIF of the Futurama scene, like for the UPP, because Fry confesses from the office of Dr. Zoidberg, because that's basically the first thing to come to mind with what your plan was. But anyway, so yeah, so you're given that mission briefing before you get divided up into your crews and assigned to your ship, the Merkava. Is there anything else you're going to uh, ask or bring up?
Nothing for now, at least to the very pleasant, what was her name again?
Speaker Vosk.
Speaker Voss, yes.
Let's see.
We
Is
shall not
her? Oh, hold on. Her
disturb
token is
Mrs. Voss.
Vosk with a K.
Vosk, sorry.
And also, I got to set token disposition to hostile because if there was ever a word to describe her, it would be that. Um, so like she definitely does not look as calm and subdued as she does in that. Like that's just her likeness. She's way more aggressive and intense looking than that. Um,
She has that RFB.
yeah, exactly.
RBF, sorry. Yeah, RBF.
In the time
Adequate
you
for
have
this line
seen
of
her,
work.
she's only blinked twice.
Yeah.
Sister, do you think she's one of our kind?
And
He basically kind of jokingly nudges at Kelly.
you can kind of see Tobias' reaction to all this in the gifs for the channel.
Well, like I said earlier, you can actually there's a
Oh yeah, he wasn't there to see.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
you can fucking post him in the chat now.
yeah, you can share gifts directly in Foundry. So the way you do that is in the chat messages tab. There are two new
I see it.
buttons. There's pictures and then GIF, and you can just search the GIF on either Giphy or Tenor. Or if you have it saved locally, you can upload it as an image. But I did check.
I'll just kind of like, in response to David, I'll kind of like cock my head towards you and I'll just say, think you need to adjust your sensors there, bud. You know nothing about Vosk. I would not piss her off. Just saying. Do you have a
I
death
was
wish?
just making a slight joke, but
Oh, it doesn't. It didn't
Well,
do it.
did you paste a link or did you?
I actually have a link. Yeah.
Oh no. You search GIF, and then you go
Ah.
to Giphy or Tenor. Like you go. Yeah. Yep. There you go.
I think Mr. Twitchy is eager for us to board the ship and get plans ready.
Well, no. Here, I
Did you
mean,
take a look at Mr. Twitchy?
yeah. I mean, well, here he is, like in Kenza mode, just thinking.
Kill them all!
Something ain't right about him, David. Just the king, like the fucking king of the hill thing. Something ain't right about that
You're
boy.
the last one. Complete the mission.
My professional
What the
medical
fuck?
opinion,
Oh my god,
Kelly,
that was
is
funny.
that you are correct. He is indeed fucked up.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so anyway,
Oh
in all
boy.
seriousness, do you have any questions about the briefing? Now's your
No.
time.
Not for this first one. It seems clear
Not
enough.
at the moment.
Okay, so in that case, you are directed to your ships. Like they're basically different like docking ports that have different ships with Valentino's crew. So you guys, as stated prior, are assigned to the Merkava, which can be renamed by the party if you so choose, and it is specifically, one of. Can I? Oh, I can't. show image. Oh wait, hold on, I was doing the wrong way. So view character artwork. Is there a show? Yep, show players. You got one of these.
A beauty.
Nice.
This thing may be older than me.
I mean, in this case, it's a CM88G, not an H, but I mean, visually they're identical.
Ah,
So, but I definitely caught on to that reference you made there. Very nice. So, you're given. So basically, you were given a tour, like, because I said before, you have supervisors aboard the ship. You are shown to. You're given a tour around the ship. Uh, I mean, it's pretty much mundane for the most part. It's just kind of showing you, like, all right, the crew quarters are here, the med bay is here, engineering is here, that kind of thing. Um, but in terms of the armor, like, so in the crew quarters, basically there's a closet, and then if you look at the closet, like, the guy basically bumps a panel and then flips it around, so like those mirrors that kind of spin around vertically. Like, it
yes.
spins around and there's an entire armory in the back wall of the closet. And said
Holy
armory
cow.
said armory consists. There are two F-44A pulse rifles with one magazine per rifle, kind of like with Romulus. Two M4A3 pistols with a collective 4 magazines between them, and 2 Kevlar vests. So basically, anybody who doesn't have armor or a vest, or armor and a weapon, my bad, can stock up.
Hmm.
Sorry, what type of vest is it?
It's just a Kevlar vest, like a Kevlar like riot vest.
Basically, beginning armor, beginning tier.
Yeah, not as good as M3, like Colonial Marine armor. That has armor too, but this is armor 1, so it's still better than nothing.
True.
And just as a reminder for anybody who didn't get the memo with second edition, is that armor actually, like, they went the Twilight 2000 route, where instead of rolling dice, it's just a flat rating. So like,
So it's a predictable
yeah, like
damage minimizer.
yeah. I mean, because the good news and the bad, I mean, the good news is that in most cases, armor is guaranteed to mitigate some of the damage, but at the same time, it's probably not going to soak all of it.
Exactly.
So, I mean, you're definitely a
they
bit
add,
more reliant on dodge.
do they add armor ablation as well from Twilight 2000?
As far as I know,
Or
No.
no?
they
Okay.
didn't. So
Oh,
that's,
thank goodness.
yeah, thank
I
fucking
hate
God.
that about
Yeah.
Twilight 2000. Always forget to do it, but
Yeah, well, I'm glad
I
you
hate
don't
that
do
that's
it,
a mechanic.
so,
Because
but
I
anyways,
forget about the rule.
yeah. But yeah, so you get two Kevlar vests, 2 F-44A pulse rifles with 1 mag per rifle, and then 2 pistols that have a total of 4 reloads.
So will we be drawing straws, or will we amicably delegate the equipment between us?
Jack will ignore that and go grab a vest and a rifle.
Okay.
I see.
I'll just take a vest.
Okay.
I'll
All right, so both of the vests have been taken. One of the rifles has been taken. So basically, there's just the 1 pulse rifle and then the pistols for anybody who wants to get any. I mean, I know most of the characters are already armed, but
David is just going to kind of politely gesture at, like, no, you, no, I insist, you, letting everybody take things. He's staying at the
so
back.
Artyom already has. Well, he not only has an eco all-world survival suit.
The fuck? Says he be in that thing all the whole time.
He has an eco suit, and he also has a pulse rifle, an F-44AA. So basically, and Tobiah, you already.
Mr. Twitchy.
I mean,
Do you want
you
some?
lost your armor, right? No, you still have your armor somehow.
If you
Oh yeah, I'm
still
still
Tobiah?
job,
fully
you'll be
loaded. I just don't have ammo.
Well, no, I mean your rifle would always have at least one magazine. Like whenever you have a gun, you
Yeah,
already.
but I don't have extra ammo. That's what I'm getting at.
Oh.
He
Alright.
can, if Mr. Twitchy uses up ammo quickly, he can take the rest of that. We can just have the extra rifle for later.
Yeah, I mean if you want, because if you want to take the magazine out of the pulse rifle because it's the same kind as the one you have, you can do that, and then you would have a spare reload.
Mhm.
And like I said before, like you can drag a spare reload onto your sheet from the items directory. Just do me a favor and actually change the name to what it is.
Mhm.
Like instead of just saying like rifle ammo, F44 AA ammo, that kind of thing.
Mhm.
So
Just make it specific.
correct, because the problem is that there isn't like a reload per item, because otherwise there'd be like fucking
Mhm.
40 of them. So
Yeah.
there's just a
Is that not the ammo thing?
What do you mean?
Yep, of the items.
Is that not the ammo of the
So the
item?
ammo rating is like the ammo rating of the weapon, not how many reloads you have.
So when I change the amount of ammo, it's changing my encumbrance. So that means it is treating it as
Yeah, I
spare.
know it's treating it that way, but the
Uh,
problem is that it's a,
that's
it's a long
yeah,
story with the guy who made the module.
yeah. That part is a bit wrongly interpreted, but
Yeah.
maybe it'll get sorted out. Maybe it won't.
Yes.
But it's basically it's the size of the magazine
Yeah.
in that sense. That's what the ammo counter there should mean.
Pretty much, because
So the
like you
spare
remember in
reloads.
yeah, you remember in Terra Nova how you were rolling, like the power rating. It's basically that, like to
Okay.
Yeah.
represent the ammo. Like if you have like ammo 3, for example, unless you conserve ammo, you're rolling 3 supply dice to see, if the ammo goes down. Because basically means you have a bigger magazine, so it's less, less like it's simultaneously less, but also greater chance to run out of ammo because you're rolling more dice. You could potentially get more splats.
Mhm.
So anyway, so as I understand it, I mean, David, do you want to take any of the pistols or
Oh,
David has his own
right?
device with enough starting, and he has the surgical kit with the knife
All
for
right.
close encounters. And for the first trial, he'll stick with these.
Okay. Um,
So if we started out with a starting weapon, we only have the reload. We only have the magazine that's in the weapon, right? We don't have any spares.
as far as I understand from reading through uh the second edition book, yes.
If you,
Like
if
they
you
Okay.
want to if you want to go with, I mean, you can decide however you want, but I know there's a little like blurb piece of text that says any weapon that comes has what's in it and at least one spare reload
Oh, it
or
does.
something
Oh, it
like
does
that.
say that. Yeah. Then I
Yes.
mean, if it does say that, then which I'll take you at your word for it, then you would all have like whatever's loaded in your gun and then one spare magazine.
Okay. Yeah, then I'll do it that way.
Because
So
I
I'll
know
drag a
I know in
spare
second edition they
reload
had it
and
to where
put it
like you
on the.
basically get like what like for any career that starts with a gun, like you have a gun and then 2 reloads for it.
Yes,
So
yes, yes. That's the piece of text. Yeah, that's the piece of text. So
yeah,
so I think that's what it means. It
yeah,
applies there.
yeah. I'll stick with that because as far as I remember reading it, second edition didn't specify how much ammo you started with. So
I think it's
Cool.
just somewhere hidden there. That same part
yeah,
of the
the
text. I
fucking
think someone
labyrinth
added
of
it on.
nonsense that is freely exciting. Um,
Cool.
Editing.
all right. So
Then yeah, I pulled a spare reload and renamed it to the F44 AA
awesome. All right.
reload.
Okay.
When you say renamed, I thought you were naming the magazines, each a different one. This
Yeah,
one is
I
Benny.
have
This one is
Susie,
Alex.
I have Tommy. Yeah. Yeah, definitely, man.
So
I'm as nutty as Mr. Twitchy over there.
yeah. So so speaking of getting acquainted, so yeah, um you're aboard your ship, before you I mean, because the journey to get, let's check the where is it? Stars in the Middle Heavens. So you, for reference, are over here at Anchor Point Station. You are going to Alexandria Colony, which is right here. So in terms of distance in parsecs, you're going like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 parsecs, and you actually, because Valentino pimped out his ships with gravity drives. I mean, I ruled it that it basically divides the FTL rating down to like a quarter of the original. So instead of FTL, like an FTL rating of
12, you gave us
12,
3,
yeah. So you got an
which would
FTL
be
rating of fucking
21 days.
3. Yeah, so 21 days. You can overcharge the engines to try to get there even faster, which would be a
This
heavy
is a
machinery
race.
roll. Let me just pull up the rules
Don't
on
So
look
that.
at me.
Well, I wasn't, but good to know. Um,
Yeah.
I'm always looking at you, Mr. T. I'm concerned for you.
yeah, yeah,
So that was the initial, like when you first saw him, he was all twitchy and nervous, but after like like snapped everything to attention, he's just straight, calm,
Ah,
full on,
okay.
soldier boy.
God.
Okay.
Hold on, so let me pull up. So I think it's under Hard Life Among the Stars. Oh, Christ, why did he have to do it that way? Um, oh, never mind. No, it's working. That was weird. Okay, so ships. Where is the thing on increasing the or overcharging the engine? I know it's the same thing from fucking um from first edition. I'm just trying to see where it is, just so I can accurately.
Yeah, I haven't checked if they changed anything
Well, I
about
don't think they
that. Oh, I
changed
doubt. I
the
doubt.
um overcharge. Okay, overcharging the engine. So to do this, the engineer makes a heavy machinery roll, one ship to work. If successful, the ship's FTL rating is decreased by 1 step for 1 week, from 6 to 5, for example. Um, I mean, as for if you fail, well, then
Mhm.
that, you know, will cover
So
most of it.
if it takes 21 days, 3 weeks, so we would be able to come there in 2 weeks. We would have a week head start to plan and do things than
Yes.
the others. Well, if they don't overcharge as well.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, do you want to do that, Kelly?
Um, yeah, I'm down to try that.
All right. So, heavy machinery.
Splendid.
Yep, making sure everything is inactive. It wouldn't apply. Yep, those don't apply either. Oh, thank Christ.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
Yep. Yeah, because I was gonna say you
That was
wouldn't want to.
almost very bad.
Yeah. Okay, so the FTL rating will be
It started us out very
yeah,
badly.
yeah. Well, at least the first roll of the game wasn't, I just
Didn't
fucking
shoot
shot
myself in the
myself. Yeah.
foot.
But anyway, so, so yeah, so you succeeded doing that, and I would say during the time, I mean, and somebody can be hanging out with you while you're doing this, but if you guys, now per what Megas was asking before, if you guys want to like introduce your characters, whether just straight up, hi, I'm so and so, I do this, or just have a conversation about it, it's up to you.
Hmm.
David would kind of call for to the galley of the ship so we can kind of quote unquote eat, before cryo and everything, and so that we can talk and get to know each other. So he's basically gonna do, the alien Nostromo scene so we can all kind
Yeah,
of chit
except
chat
there's
over
there's no
food.
chest
That's what
burster, so
that you know of. Spoilers.
I'd say not yet, but I don't want to. I don't want to put that thought in David's head.
Yeah. Yeah. So If we're having this meeting, I'm staying in like a corner with my back to the corner, and I'm
Yeah.
like watching everybody.
So let's not beat around the bush. You all probably recognize this face. Well, depends who has been born when, but some of you have maybe noticed my resemblance to older models. But I, of course, owe an explanation for that. To no one's surprise, I am synthetic. Uh, my name is David, what has been bestowed upon me.
Very original.
And it absolutely is. But I will be your doctor. I will be taking care of any boo boos, any scrapes, itches, nervous twitches, and when your limbs get lobbed off, I will be sewing them back onto you. So I will do my best to take care of you all. But my experience was I used to be a renamed Davidovich model during the wars, and I served as a paramedic with my human compadres and assisted when the fighting synthetic units were present. But
When he
that's
says
when
he
my
patched
experience.
people up, so did you run into a guy that had basically taken friendly fire to the chest?
Unfortunately, that's not too specific, Mr. T. We've had many. Because
That's
he's
a
the
nickname.
Tobiah, but I am imagining him as Mr. Twitchy is what he's calling him in his mind. So, uh, and unfortunately, there
He
were
took friendly
multiple
fire to
cases.
the chest and he died. How's that for an answer?
Do you have any idea how little that narrows it down?
Yes,
Exactly, that's the
exactly.
point.
Thank you.
I was about to say.
Hmm. He specifically took friendly fire from the back. How's that?
There have been multiple cases of friendly fire from every angle, both obvious and embarrassing ones. So
Uh, yeah,
difficult
yeah.
situations have arisen.
y-
But I do
y-
my best. I patched up a good
It
number of
was during
people
an
from
assault
wounds.
operation.
You could try giving him a name.
Yes. Do
Y-
you
Yeah,
know the name
well,
of the person you're searching for?
I'm not searching for him because I know they're dead. Pulls out their dog tags and holds it up. Um,
Oh, now I know what you're
yeah.
referencing.
On which side were they fighting on?
Was the Colonial Marine?
Ah, okay. He kind of looks over the dog tags just to be polite, but he has no fucking clue what Mr. T is going on about, and he's just like,
Yeah.
if I
So
remember something, I will let you know."
they are just dog tags. I haven't come up with a name for the guy yet, but I'll get one soon. And so you just see the guy's dog tags with his name and general information, and he just kind of like
John Doe.
stops. Yeah, pushes it back into his you know vest pocket there and closes it. And he's just like, don't ask too many questions about that.
I will not. Whatever you say is
Just
private.
just know that I was Colonial Marine. I served 2 tours. I was in an assault operation, and because of certain events that happened on said assault operation, I got posted to garrison duty, which then caused other issues altogether. So yeah. Oh, and by the way, they're in the walls.
David is smiling and he kind of looks at Kelly with a "what the fuck" kind of look in his eye.
And he's like, yeah, they're in the walls, and and the voices, they tell me to do things, and I just kind of try to ignore them.
We're so fucked.
I understand. I can check the walls for you, Mr. T,
Oh
if
no.
you.
You don't need to check the walls. The voices sometimes are nice.
All right.
Kelly will
If
stand up and move to the other side of the table. Just
if you ever
Just like
need
I'm
my
getting as far
services,
away from him as I can.
if you
I
ever
don't
need
know
my
you.
medical services, I am
just
here to
you
help,
seem to be in
Mr.
a bad place right now. I'll give you space.
You have no idea.
Oh boy.
Kind of, David turns his head and he asks, Kelly, was it? Where do you come from in this vast ocean of stars?
Right. I'm Kelly Thompson. It's nice to meet all of you. I'm
Hello,
well,
Kelly
the
Thompson.
past I worked as a did some work as a roughneck, couple different jobs. Got in a little bit of trouble, a couple, accidents, you know, lost my job, and now, just looking for work. And well, that's how I kind of fell into this. Met Valentino, and I'm actually from Alexandria Colony. It's actually going to be very
Oh,
interesting to be visiting home.
You've
But
met Valentino?
well, I've heard of him, and he did pull some strings to get me out of a bad situation. But beyond that, uh, I don't know him personally.
still, you've had obviously then some contact, and plus, you know the colony. This bodes well for our little adventure. We have quite an advantage there. So, thank you
Oh
very
yeah,
much, Kelly, for being part of the team here.
yeah, definitely. And yeah, I'm sure I can keep uh, this hunk of scrap moving, and I'm sure we can stay together. And oh boy, it's gonna be interesting already. Boy, interesting group of people we have.
Yeah, and I'll also say, I mean, because he's
Oh
not here,
boy.
but just for the sake of introductions with um, uh, Bliss's character. I don't know if he'll actually go through this, but he's like, "I am Artyom Vladimirov, comrades." He says, "I am accomplished pilot and good former officer." And out of character because basically he has piloting at like basically a total of 6, and his manipulation, like he's mainly an officer. He has empathy 5 and manipulation 4, command 3. So he's basically kind of
Hmm.
like a mix of a pilot and an officer.
Okay.
Nice.
Ah, another fellow UPP personnel. Glad to see one. And you, Mr. As he kind of gestures to Megus's character.
Jack will sort of sigh and say, Jack Mason, I'm good with computers. Um, do your job and we'll get along. Don't, and he very conspicuously stares at our twitching, psychotic soldier. Don't, and we won't. So out of character, I'm playing a scientist. So basically, he's like a kind of like a early 20s, like short guy, um, who basically is, the career scientist, but basically, um, from what he personally does, he's skilled at specifically doing stuff with computers. And also some other stuff. He's not like a researcher or anything like that. He's sort of like
Okay.
self-taught.
So an active field type not so much scientist, but an agent that can deal with technology on site for our missions. Is that
Y-
what you're getting at?
Um, yeah, I mean, basically, he's how do I want to put this? Um,
I mean, you're kind of using, the career to represent a skill set rather than the actual career.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So,
Yeah,
so don't think
great.
scientist. He's kind of like like a you know self-taught like hacker type person.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay,
Okay. Nice.
And
great.
it's like has studied like other things as well, like other knowledge disciplines. But yeah, he's definitely like he didn't like go to college or anything.
Okay, okay. Very, very interesting. Then out of character, but yeah, David's character, he is a medic, but he's kind of a scientist, mainly but on the biological side. But yeah, he is kind of a combination of scientist, researcher, but mostly medic. And I love that our best muscle oriented character in the fucking loose cannon. So
No,
that's
well, you
totally
think he's a loose cannon,
well,
but he
yeah, yeah.
has not acted out of character, like
Okay, okay.
for a soldier. He's keeping himself very soldier-esque, but he's like having PTSD.
Mm, yeah, then that's the best time to be active on missions while having PTSD. But yeah,
Hmm.
I'm loving it.
Yep. Then out of character, like as an explanation of my character. Again, I'm just playing a roughneck. Basically, I'm pretty strong and very good at heavy machinery and close combat. A pretty one trick pony, but
Basically the same thing as last
everyone
time.
you always need a not really.
Hmm.
Wait, yes, actually,
Weren't you a
now that I
roughneck
think
last
about
time?
it from I was the prospector last time. Not prospector, what's it called?
Wildcatter.
Wildcatter.
Oh, okay.
The same type of skills essentially, I realize. Just different. What I do is different. God damn it. But yeah, if something needs to
For
be
the ship, that'll
fixed
be
or
interesting.
yeah, I can fix shit and maintain the ship and make sure we don't explode in the vacuum of space.
Yeah, you'll be crucial if any spaceship battles occur, uh, because without the engineer repairing shit,
Mhm.
uh, we're gonna get fucking minced. So yeah,
Yeah,
protect
Yep.
your engineer.
eh, it's like, don't worry, you're in good hands. I will make sure the
Fuck
force
me.
doesn't get you.
I'm sure.
And out of character, Emily, do they know of your nature, non-biological nature, or is it just something that, for now,
I mean, she's
David
an
has noticed? Or
established synthetic
oh,
model, so it's entirely
oh,
possible.
she's an established one.
Yeah, well, I
Oh,
mean,
oh, okay.
she didn't just choose the. I mean, if you're fine with me saying this, Emily.
Yeah,
I mean, she didn't
I'm fine with
just
it.
choose the artwork as a coincidence. She is actually a Judith model synth, a
Mhm, mhm. Okay,
129-4.
Hmm.
okay.
So, I mean, she basically just kind of gave herself a name. So, but
Mm,
but like David, she is actually like an established synthetic model. So,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, and David, he will kind of represent himself as either Doctor or Doc or Dave. He kind of, especially because he's one of a billion old models that are vastly outdated. He doesn't prefer to be called David. So if you want to get on his not
Uh,
friendliest side, then yeah,
eh,
he kind of prefers Doc or Dave or something. What anything else
all right,
basically.
interesting. Um,
so full explanation on why he's so twitchy. He was an artificial womb soldier, and so
Ah,
he's
yeah.
had just full on, battle fatigue, PTSD events triggering from like first training
Well,
exercises
not
till
only that, but the thing with artificial womb soldiers is that they're basically like their childhoods are essentially boot camp.
yeah,
Like
for a day.
they they're not taught like social skills. They're not given happy childhoods. They're basically created solely for war, and they're trained in everything they
Yeah,
need to know for combat, not to behave like
yeah,
functional human beings. So that it definitely
and,
creates a
and
lot of
that's
psychopaths.
that's something the David model synth would have the doctor would have noticed that like on his vest it shows like Tobiah AW rifle.
Mm-hmm. So, ooh, yeah, oh yeah, the AWs certainly took out a lot of the UPP guys he was serving with. So yeah, oh yeah, he fucking recognizes this.
He's just like, oh damn, okay.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
these ones are
lovely.
not these ones are not stable. He doesn't know if
Yeah,
Uh,
his old
I
ass
would sleep
synthetics
with
are less stable
I
or
would
the
sleep
Ws.
with one eye open, Tobiah.
Tobiah,
leave,
not
leave my
Dave.
eyes open is normal.
He's here to help. He will make sure that Tobiah gets through his trauma.
So, are there any
Yeah.
other conversations that are going to take place? Or are you ready to jump to Alexandria?
If everybody is full and had their meals before cryo, we can leave it at that for now and try to get on our mission as quickly as possible
Yep.
to outdo the other bastards who are on our tails.
Yep. So you do have a bit of
Yep.
a head start. I mean, there's no guarantee that one of their
I
engineers didn't jumpstart the engines, but
Exactly.
I have an odd question. Were we kind of all in the same like hangar in quotation marks?
uh, hold on. What's the question?
So we were in a docking bay. So
Well, no,
is
no, you
that
were.
like Terra?
So the briefing when you met Speaker Vosk,
Mhm.
that was in like a sub level of like a hidden sub level of
Yeah,
Anchor Point, but like the conversation you were just having was aboard your ship.
yeah. But I was asking where were the other ships nearby?
They
Ah,
they
I
would
think
have
I'm getting
been,
at what
but
you're
by this
trying.
point they would have launched, so sneaking aboard them is not an option.
Oh no, no, no! I wasn't going to sneak aboard.
Sabotage?
I was almost going to quite literally throw a wrench into the engine, into one of the.
You wouldn't. There's no
boosters.
way you would have been able to do that.
I know that. I was
It
just
would
like,
have been
that's what
funny,
I
but
was
it's
gonna do.
just the situation was such that
Yeah, no,
I think Dave is gonna like Mr. Twitchy. Enemies to frenemies.
yeah, that turned around quickly. Um,
oh boy.
so
I like that's just become Tobiah's nickname now, Mr. Twitchy.
Twitchy.
Sorry,
Uh,
Cody.
no, that's fine.
all I'm thinking is Twitchy now from Over the Hedge.
Oh my
You want
god.
Flash?
Oh, are you talking?
No
Are you talking about
flash
the
Hammy.
over.
squirrel?
What's his name?
Yes.
Hammy, I think his name was.
Hammy.
Yeah.
No, no,
Fuck.
Yeah.
no.
I think I
Hammy's
watched
Over the
that, but I can't
Hedge.
remember.
Hoodwinked is Twitchy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's
Hoodwinked.
gonna yeah. In that case, it's gonna be a case though with um, like Twitchy's like zapping out in combat, and then like David gives him the wrong drug, and then just like the Earth just stops spinning, and then he's just kind of walking around. The battle around him is frozen.
Oh fuck, yeah, hoodwinked Twitchy. I remember this bastard.
So
Yeah.
anyway, so you guys go. So you guys make it to Alexandria Colony. You have a pretty decent head start, at least to your knowledge, and so
Sorry, before we
sure. What's up?
continue in the sense of arriving at Alexandria, kind of well, it might be relevant later on, etc. But are we also going into cryo?
In the
Us
case of
since
you and Kelly,
there,
that is up to you because you're both synthetic, so you can be prowling around the ship if you so choose.
Dave would recommend it, kind of to save power, blah blah blah. But it's mostly because he kind of doesn't want to arouse any distrust with a new crew. He knows that people do not like to be fucking watched while they're sleeping.
Okay, so you're entering
So
cryo.
he's gonna
Okay.
recommend
Kelly,
for
are you going to
everyone
as well?
see.
Yep, I'll also enter cryo.
Okay. And the supervisors, like the NPCs, they will be entering cryo as well. So, I mean, they're not really plot relevant. They're just like, just for context, the reason they're there, because I think it was also stated in the briefing, is like a combination of making sure you don't try to run off with the ship, as well as being the ones to give you the coordinates to the hideout once, if you succeed in the mission. So that's why they're there.
Yeah,
They're not to like,
insurance,
yeah, they're
basically.
insurance policy, but they're not going to actually, aid or interfere in your mission.
Mhm.
So, anyway, so it's I think you said it was like what 14 days to get to.
With the overdrive,
Yep.
yes, instead of
Okay.
21, it'll be 14.
So 2 weeks later, you reach Alexandria colony. The colony, I mean, there are a number of smaller settlements, but the original Alexandria colony is situated near the northern polar region of AG 4550.02 in the independent core systems colonies. And even as your ship gets in visual range of it, which you have, I mean, brief check in with air traffic control, so all is fine. Um, Even as your ship gets within visual range of it, it's a truly massive settlement, which grows even larger the closer you get to it. Like, imagine something very similar to Night City from Cyberpunk. We're talking like a very vast, futuristic city with buildings that seem to reach to the stars, ships and smaller atmospheric craft moving to and from both orbit and various settlements. Like, it is a very busy city. And you're able
One
to
of the
land at the
largest
spaceport
colonies
without
we've
incident.
ever.
You'll never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy.
Pretty much.
One
So,
of
So,
the-
you said the colony has 30. Is that 30 million people? Is that the city or is that the entire planet?
from what I gathered in the book, I mean, there are smaller settlements, but it didn't specify. I mean, most of it is congregated in the city.
yeah.
There are smaller little isolated settlements, but for the most part, the bulk of it is concentrated in like this colony here. And I just used a top-down view of oh, did that activate the scene? Yeah. Basically a view of nights. Because the thing is, I mean, you figure it's out in the middle of a desert anyway, so that fits. Um, so
Yep, makes
Okay.
perfect sense.
so and from the map that you have, there are a number of like marked locations. Like there is actually a like of relevance. So the location that you know of that is the C-sec that was mentioned before is this building. Um, if you're looking to get a hotel, there are a couple in this like central plaza, including Stars Reach, which is the highest rated one. Um, if you want to get a drink, there is a bar here, Angel's Haven. And then if you're looking for gear, there's like a gun shop and like tactical gear store. Because the ICSC has a pretty thriving like black market industry. So if there are any supplies you needed for your mission, you could probably source them there.
Good to know. Well, Kelly, will you give us a tour of this incredibly large colony?
I think
Yeah, of course.
before we do any tours, I think we need to come up with a plan.
Of course.
Has
Yep.
anyone thought of essentially a bomb, like a bomb in the vehicle that they're going to be taking?
Do you know what vehicle they're going to be taking?
No, that's why I was just asking. Like, did anybody think of that?
No, we could
We haven't
explore
started thinking.
bombs.
Maybe
We've been
we should
You haven't started thinking, but my brain was already thinking by the time we left.
maybe we should get to a private place before we just
Well, we're on our
start
ship.
We haven't
discussing.
left.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
on the
we haven't
ship.
left the
Okay,
ship.
okay,
Yeah, that's
sorry.
what I'm saying. Before we go on a tour, we're on our ship. Let's come up with a plan.
Yeah. Okay.
True.
I
Yeah.
I kind of do like that idea, but I also want to try and do the bonus objective of framing the UPP because I'm interested in like the the bonus situation.
Framing the
So many
UPP is simple
alien
enough by
references.
essentially getting parts and making a bomb like that.
It shouldn't be too
Okay.
hard to make
Does
one.
does anyone in this crew know how to make a palm? Is the next point we need to
Whatever you
raise.
do not do a Google search of it.
Yeah.
I think that goes
No.
without saying, but I still wanted to say it.
How to make a nuke?
Yeah.
I'm sure I can figure it out. Can't be
Yeah.
too difficult.
We'll let the person that's decent with science kind of work on that.
I
Yep,
could
and I can help
recommend.
you fabricate it if needed. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Sorry for you there, but I could help with the bonus situation actually. As far as framing somebody else, of course, we can create a nice little elaborate plan how to pick a target, to make sure they're there, and frame them with evidence. We could do a bunch of things like that. But I may have some proprietary um, gear that has the capability of administering interesting effects to people.
So it's been sitting there doing nothing for the past however long.
It's safely within my possession, but maybe we could hit two birds with one stone, and not just metaphorically. We can find some UPP, high enough standing personnel, and if we find our target, we could put them in a room, a basement, where we find adequately isolated. And I have means of making sure that our framee, UPP framee, goes a bit aggressive and it's a bit to make sure that they will kill our target, which we can record and it'll be seen that it's by our hands and plan, and we can have it both ways at once.
How about this? We let it be known that there's a UPP informant or defector willing to spill some secret
Forward.
details that his government wants to sabotage the peace discussions. He'll only tell it to our diplomat in person. Uh, that'll draw her out somewhere where we can arrange things to happen the way we want.
Mhm.
So now I will note this. I mean, definitely good ideas here, but I mean, what's definitely important to note is that like currently, um, there are a couple of missing bits of intel here. Number one, as I stated before, like you don't know, exactly when the meeting is going to take place, and you also don't know where, like what room. So you still definitely have some
Mhm.
more investigations to do around town.
Well, that's the good part about it is if we draw her to somewhere we control, we don't even have to go to where this meeting room is. We dangle, we dangle the allure of some private
Mm.
information.
True, though that does depend on whether she would go or she would just send like a lower ranking delegate to handle it, or even part of the military escort.
Mhm.
Do we want to start by asking around town to get some basic information on where the key personnel could be?
Yes, I've thought about that as well. Uh, go through the the weak links. What do these kind of conferences always have? Catering. We find the most prestigious caterers, hack into their systems, find out which of them is contracted to handle this meeting.
And
That sounds
if
like a good idea.
yeah, if there are diplomats attending the meeting, then they're probably in the Stars Reach hotel. So that's where we should probably try and get, um, like, we should probably rent rooms there so that we can get access to their computers easier. Or something.
That might be
Mr. Hacker
a
Man, what do you
starting
need to
place.
get into their system?
Well, it depends if they're good at security or not. If they're not, then their servers are hooked up to the internet or the colony network, and I can get in from anywhere. If they're competent, then they would have an airlock, uh, an physical breach, and they would have their servers not connected online. The Stars
Uh,
Reach, as a high-end place, they might care more about the privacy of their clients. But if we go after the caterer directly, they might
uh,
they might not care so much.
how about I go see if I can get a job as security?
That's not a bad idea.
Well, my
Are you
question is,
able to hold it together?
yeah, well, that
Yeah,
that
that.
too, but like, the question is
No, no,
basically,
no offense.
are you trying to, get a job as security at the CSEC or at the Stars Reach?
The Stars Reach in order to essentially, see if that's where she's at.
Okay.
I will note, though, that with the notes that have been given to us, that it's kind of stated this is a very mercenary orientated colony. I mean, it's the CSC, but maybe the security could be bribed, as the information kind of suggests that they are relatively susceptible if we get enough, if we pull enough funds or require some funds in the city.
Pulls out $500. I didn't know what to do with this.
Ooh, maybe something to consider.
That actually just reminds me of something like Emily. You remember the whole thing with SpongeBob? I was like, I've got more money than I know what to do with. Why'd you pay off your boating school loans? You failed a million times. You know how expensive that gets? Yeah, that's the vibe I'm getting from Dubai here. It's like, oh, I got more money than I know what to do.
Yeah.
And as for the bonus side of the mission, we have possibilities such as either a UPP diplomat or a UPP security detail. Maybe we can try to infiltrate their side, especially since both I have experience with the UPP and Mr. R. What's his name? What's
Oh, you're
Blitz's
talking about
character?
Blitz's character Artyom?
Ah, Artyom. Uh, yes, maybe Artyom as well could help with that. Getting through to the UPP side, then we get information out of them to see if they know where our target will be presiding, as well as maybe directing us at the time of the conference, and we decide which one of those we can, from the UPP, also kidnap.
Uh, So right now it sounds like no one's taking firm direction on which way we're going and how we're doing this. So I'm just going to do this right now. Looks at David and Kelly. Do you guys figure out the whole UPP line with the uh, Russian or whatever he is?
Yeah, Blitz's
Computer
character is
man.
Russian.
Yeah, that's why I says or whatever he is, because like I kind of like don't know exactly the uh nationality type of his character. as in character. If
His
that makes
type is
sense.
communist.
Yeah.
I am
And
proud
so
socialist of Russia, he says. Just kidding.
yes, and then and me, the computer guy, and is that everybody?
Yeah, you've got 5. Because
No, I got
basically,
more
if you're
people.
saying that like Artyom, Dave, and Kelly would be going to investigate the UPP, that basically just leaves you and Jack.
Yeah, we're gonna go see if we can get into their system, posing as potential hires.
Dear Lord. Okay, it seems like we have a plan. The first stage is gathering basic information. We need to snoop around, we need to find out where people are, which are the key people involved, and then from there, depending on how deep we infiltrate, we report to each other to assess the second stage. Do you all agree with
Yeah,
that?
that's kind of why I said you
Yeah.
guys go do this. I'm gonna go do this.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Okay, so we will, in that case, I'll say we'll focus on Dave, Kelly, and Artyom. So where are you going to go? Are you going to? But I'll also ask: is anybody going to try to, at some point, buy any gear? Just so I know, because I did set up a shop for that. But if you want to focus on intel gathering first, that's fine.
Hmm. I'm kind of, I'm kind of interested. If we're going to have to, or maybe it's just smart to bribe some personnel, I don't think we should waste all of our cash. But at the same time, I have no idea. We have to research the living standards of Alexandria to see
Right.
how
Hmm.
expensive things are, and if there's no even fucking use trying to bribe someone if we don't have enough cash, then yeah, spending it on some gear would be smart enough. But until he sees the standards and how much extra cash we have, it's a
Well, I mean, you
question.
can
Though
always
you people,
just, I mean, like for example, whenever Jack and Tobiah go to the Stars Reach, you could always like, cause the thing is, I mean, you could technically just like rent, like one of you could just rent a room and then just invite everybody else in as guests.
Hmm.
So it's not
yes,
like you all need to buy a room. It's just like, one of you could buy, like, could rent a room and then, just invite everybody else in. I mean, obviously they can't get into the building without your clearance, but, it would save you money. So,
That's kind of what I was thinking. But a character's like, I can at least get a room there if there's a possibility of me getting into the job and we know that she's there. That way we
okay.
we can keep tabs
Yeah.
on her.
Well, we'll focus on, like I said, we'll focus on the crew doing a little bit of
Yeah.
intel gathering first. So
Hmm.
I
what to go to
assume,
the bar
are
or
yeah, are you going to Angel's Haven or are you going somewhere else?
what do you think, Kelly? Is that a good place to start? Do you agree?
Yeah, we can start there.
Okay. So let me go to that section of my notes. Um, so as stated before, the largest and most popular nightclub slash bar in the city is a fancy establishment, Angel's Haven. Um, you go in there and I have a map. Well, the map is basically just the one bar from Building Better Worlds. I mean, I just like the layout of it. I think it fits, so I used it
Yeah,
when it
it's big.
loads. If it'll load. There we
No,
go.
I see it.
The Three Lions pub from Building Better Worlds. So when you get there, you should. I mean, are you guys able to drag your tokens onto the map?
Let me check.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Um, and then the fuck? There's a bit of lag. Can I move these tokens? Yes. That's weird. There's some tokens that I can move and then others that I can't. So let me try refreshing the page. Um, but so you get there and there's like this very I mean the place is definitely very very busy. I mean, it's like we're talking like you guys actually have a bit of a wait, um, just to get in the building. And also, speaking of which, before I forget, I need to change
Is there a
the
bouncer outside
uh
that's checking IDs?
well, it's not like a restricted club, so
Yeah,
It's for the masses.
yeah.
it was more of the joke of like they're checking IDs because like underage people trying to get in.
Yeah. So I'm like, hold on, wait. So that would be.
Maybe this colony doesn't believe in underage drinking. You
Oh
see
no.
5-year-olds at the bar. They yearn for the bars.
Yeah. So
He was drinking at
you
the bar,
actually, yeah,
but
you
he
get
was
there
underage.
because the campaign started on the 19th. You actually get there on the 5th, which may or may not be my birthday, but anyway. Um. So yeah, 2 weeks later. Um. So I was just updating the simple calendar. Actually, is it? Oh, it's that current date. That's how you do it. All right. So yeah, you get there and what the hell? Why can I not move these fucking tokens? Why not? That's weird. So and then I believe it was also hold on. So oh yeah, RTM, right? So you are as you are there, and RTM is there. Yeah, the bar is pretty packed. You've got basically the bar, the number of seats, there are actually 3 different bartenders working the place. Um, and as you look around, um, you actually see something of interest. I mean, they're not in full armor, but you actually do see and hear 3 SOF guys, making a bit of noise. You know, potentially in high spirits and or fucking drunk off their asses, if that's of interest.
Oh.
Hmm.
Well, it seems we have found potential information sponges.
Hmm. Interesting.
Maybe we can sit around them on all sides to make sure that at least one of them will be chatty. I'll take the one on the left.
So, like, you're going up here?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and move your tokens wherever you want to sit. And also, I know
Divide
there's
and
a bit of
conquer.
gap here, but there's still an earshot. Um,
Yeah.
and then there's a bartender here who sees you guys sit down, and there's also this bartender here who sees new customers, and um, yeah, the bartender says, I mean, he if he was, because I don't think Keith David has ever played a character in Alien, so we'll say this guy. I mean, he sounds and looks suspiciously like him. His name is Heath Davis, and he says like, "Welcome to Angel's Haven. What are you having?"
Get me some of your stronger stuff.
And yeah, so the bartender will go back, and then I guess the other bartender, who cares who's playing that one. So I mean, it's actually, hold on, I need to double check. What are the prices of liquor? So shit, my fucking alarm went off. Because the problem is I had alarms set for a different game, and I forgot to fucking turn them off. Um, so anyway, so hard liquor, that is price cost between $10 to $500. I'll say it's for a single glass, it'll be $10.
Get me your cheapest, strongest stuff.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean, you're
okay.
just having one glass, not a whole bottle, so each shot will be 10
Yeah,
bucks
yeah.
for anybody who wants to have some booze.
He'll booze up.
All right. Um,
He actually he'll ask for like two of the shots, one for him and one for somebody for somebody else, and he'll just kind of nonchalantly give it to the UPP guy.
all right.
Uh, I
Um,
just yeah, got a promotion, so I'm uh, making making sure to um, spread the love for anyone around.
So in this case, yeah, so you can actually, so you're giving it to the nearest UPP.
Yeah.
So the one nearest to you is actually the token woman in the group. Um, and according to her like nameplate on her uniform, because these guys aren't in full armor or anything,
Hmm.
so they're just in their fatigues, and you know, basically her nameplate reads A, like as her first initial A, Chekalava. Um, and if you offer her a drink, um, she very cheerfully, albeit kind of slurring her words a little bit, um, you know, offers you profuse thanks in Russian, which I mean, as former UPP android,
He
you
will,
understand
and
fluently.
yes,
But
yes, he
she's kind of
will
swaying a little bit, but she takes the glass and she offers you like a toast or like cheers.
he will say cheers in kind.
So yeah, so you guys clink glasses and then she take a hearty swig of it. Um, and
He's
do
basically
you,
going like, I'm I'm new in town here after a cargo job that finally worked and paid off uh, after so many disappointing situations. But I see that it's very busy here. I've never been before to this to this colony. Are you from here, Miss?
and she laughs a bit and says, "No, no, no. We are part of security delegation here."
Oh, really? Is that why it's so crowded around this joint? There seems to be a lot of people, and not all of us down to earth folk. It seems a lot of fancy suits here and there. So
Um,
security, what's going on?
and she says, "No, no, no, not security for bar. We are security detail for UPP diplomat here to try and end
Oh,
frontier
the
war."
Oh, that's fantastic. It's really been affecting my team's cargo runs and of course all of the lost lives, etc. But uh, it's good to hear they're trying to finally do something instead of shooting their guns. Actually, sitting down and having a chat. That's what it always ends up on.
Yeah,
Are
you
you
hear this
excited
you
for the
hear
job?
this guy in the middle when he hears that shooting guns and I mean in his drunkenness he points, he's like, "Yeah, I like shooting my guns." And then he looks over to Kelly and goes, "You know what I'm talking about, huh?" I mean, he's definitely way more drunk than his colleagues.
Hell yeah. I'll
You got
just
the prime target.
just give him like a great big smile. Yeah, of course, man. Why don't I get you another drink?
And he says, "Yes, yes, more drinks, yes." And he's obviously delighted, and so I mean, if you're going to buy him another drink, subtract $10,
Yep.
um, and I will note, so I will give you two options. Number one, if you want to just keep talking to them, you can, or you've got two options here if you want to get a little more intel out of them to just talking if you're interested.
Always worth
So
Yeah.
squeezing the grape.
So two things you can try here, and they rely on two different skills. You can try to, because I mean they seem, I mean some of them more so than others, they seem a bit kind of out of it. You potentially have an opportunity to try to pickpocket them if you want to swipe their phones, um, or if you want to quote unquote seduce them in a fade to black scene, uh, you could roll manipulation. And basically the thing is, so in the case of opposed mobility, like basically to swipe their phones would be opposed mobility versus observation, where you would either get a +3 or give them a -3 due to them being blind fucking drunk. Whereas if you if either of you want, I mean, because in the case of David, you're in the presence of a woman, and Kelly is talking to a guy, and assuming both of them are straight, then you could potentially try to work your charm on them, and you know, per that one has-been hotel scene with the sex room, if you get what I'm talking about.
The drunk as fuck soldier. I think. I mean,
Well,
depending
which
on Kelly's.
one?
the
I was about to say
the
you gotta be
yeah
specific, bro.
the one that Kelly has the misfortune of trying to mind screw there.
Yeah, that guy, by the
Well,
way, the name on his nameplate is S. Shabalov.
okay, that's lovely.
So basically,
I
you've
mean,
got I mean, I'll just share their full names just for context. So the woman that you're talking to is Anastasia Chekalova. The guy in the middle is Igor Dashevsky, and Sergeant Anastasia Chekalova, Staff Sergeant Igor Dashevsky, and Private First Class Sergei Shabalov.
mm,
And those were done without name generators, by the way.
nice. I think this
Nice.
guy is so dead drunk that mobility could work against him, though manipulation would probably as well, depending on how just out of it he is and Kelly's stats. I'm afraid to try to pickpocket this little lady here. She's not drunk enough there, I think, but David is a relatively pretty model of android, and he is very well versed with his uh,
He has his
literary skills. So
artificial youthful vigor.
yes, so I
Like
think
Data,
he
he's
would.
fully featured or fully functional.
God, that
Uh,
reminds me of that robot chicken sketch where is like, like Data had a penis in the show and it was saying that.
God. Oh, that's funny.
the
I'll have to
unfortunate
find that
the
clip and
unfortunate
post it.
thing the unfortunate thing is that canonically, actually, there is information on this, and the David models,
Oh
they are
my
Ken
god.
dolls. They are Ken dolls, which is one of the reasons why he was so frustrated in Covenant, etc. Literal issues there, but I mean, if things come to it, he has been well versed. He probably has uploaded other skills. He has other talents if needed. But yeah, he would try to use the manipulation skill on
So you're
Miss
going to try to seduce
Chocolava.
her. Okay, manipulation with a +3.
Yes, okay. No shit, I didn't add the 3. I'll just
Yeah.
do 3 DB as
Well, no,
well.
you can reroll if you want.
Oh
I'll be
god, I
fair.
have a headache laughing at that shit. Oh god. Oh man,
Oh,
that's fucking funny.
Yay!
Nice.
The +3
so
did the
yeah,
job.
like after having the drink, she has like her elbow on the like her hand on her cheek, her elbow on the table, gazing lovingly, and like kind of strokes your head. It's like just biting
Do
her
you want to get
lip.
out of this place?
She
Somewhere
says,
more fun.
and she says, "Lead on, strong man." And so yeah, I mean, you guys go off. Um, the the bartender over here sees, fuck. So you guys go off to I mean, we'll say the restroom doubles as the sex room. Um, the fuck, I
Okay,
can't move through walls. Okay.
what I'm about to do could be
Are there
very
walls?
dumb.
Yeah, there are. Why can't I fucking move past the walls?
Maybe it's a new permission thing with the new
You have to
type of
click on
boundary.
when you have the token selected. There's a little ghost icon. If you click on the ghost icon, you can drag them through the walls. It's a toggleable thing.
Well, I see toggle visibility state, status affects movement action, toggle target, and combat state.
No, it's in the upper left, not
Oh.
on the yeah, like
Oh,
where your pointer
unconstrained
is.
movement.
Yeah,
Okay. All right, thanks for pointing that.
yeah.
That explains why I was having problems with those tokens earlier. Okay, so you guys fuck off, literally. Um,
Well, I am still not completely decided, but I am considering that the other type of ammo I have is of the stun variety. So I may
my
do
god.
a 2-for-1 and drank out my just drunken friend there that's out of it if the situation arises. I'll see, but let's first let
Yeah,
Kelly decide what she
yeah.
wants to do.
So, do you want to try to take a cue from David, or do you want to try to pickpocket this guy?
I'm just gonna pickpocket the dude, if I'm being
How
honest.
fucking ironic is this that the pleasure synth is pickpocketing and then the fucking David unit is?
Well,
I
it's because
know,
the David
the
units
irony is
want what
palpable.
they can't have, and the pleasure synth probably
Yeah,
really
that
wants
that
to
tracks. Okay, well,
get it.
so then you get a +3 to your. Well, do you want a +3 to your mobility or -3 to his observation?
Um, I'll take the +3 to my mobility.
Okay, so he'll roll observation as is.
Yep. Put my token selected. This is already a wild time. This is first freaking session, man. Oh dear. Only
Well, you
one
succeeded.
success.
Okay,
I mean, his dice pool was just pathetic. So-
he's a drunken UPP private. He doesn't see shit.
If I'd
He
given
sees what he wants
if
to
I'd
see.
given him the -3, I would have just auto succeeded because he would have had none.
well, he would have a minimum
Oh,
of one. They changed that in first edition,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
still.
Okay.
Um, so in the case, yeah. Uh, yeah. So David, I mean, obviously, I'm not going to describe what's going on, but basically, like, long story short,
He has to get
after you're
creative.
done, in her clothes, you can pull out, like, you can, pickpocket her phone. So as the whole time, she's like cuddling up to you. You have a phone, like you have a woman in one arm, a phone in the other, and you're like, you could basically type in whatever incriminating information you want, or check her phone for information, whichever. Which also goes for Kelly. I mean, you guys I mean, you have their phones. You can do whatever you want with them.
Yeah.
This is within his a very very strange character. Yeah, we have to start the first session with a bang.
Oh,
Literally, I
well,
mean,
yeah,
this
you
isn't.
kind of just did that.
Well, different kind of bangs. Let's just say, yep.
You are
So,
ridiculous, Greg. I'm just
yeah,
saying.
sorry for that, but
Sorry.
yeah, he will write the incriminating thing on her phone later because he will have time. He is he is well with one free
Way to tell on
hand.
yourself.
He is looking through the phone if he sees anything interesting before he uses the hand for his pistol.
Now, when you say his pistol,
His dart. Oh my god, that sounds even worse. He, his special dart pistol.
oh god. So, but yeah, when you're checking through a phone, like the main thing is that you don't have much information on uh Camila, the UA delegate. But you do
Mhm.
have some information on like the UPP uh like delegation for the peace talks. Like you know where they're staying, you know who's in charge, that kind of thing.
Okay.
So you
Okay.
get that
Good.
information. Like you
Good.
have like, just so like in case the soldiers get, turned around like lost in town. It's like, for reference, this is where our, ambassador is going to be, and this is the hotel room for the personnel, and yada yada yada. So,
Okay. Good to know.
and I'll say for Kelly, I mean, basically it's the same thing. I'm just giving you got like, in addition to getting some more information about the UPP side of things, you can also, if you like, while you have access to their phones, you can write up whatever incriminating things you want in their notes app. So like if there was an investigation, somebody could find their phone and it's like, look, they were plotting this the whole time, kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I imagine we probably would have discussed like what to like put down for like
Yeah, I mean you don't have
incriminating them
to. I mean, yeah, you
beforehand.
don't have to. I mean, you can
So
come up with something.
here's my suggestion. Um, if each of them are in the phone, so like you can text each other.
Yeah,
like they're having a
incriminatingly.
conversation
That's
about
yeah, that's a good idea.
assassinating said uh, you know representative and basically hash out a plan of doing it at the most opportune time available. Still like speaking vague.
Yeah,
Yeah,
In vague
vague,
terms,
but yeah.
explaining your steps going forth in doing said assassination, so they can infer that it was done this way because of that's what they were inferring to.
well, so okay, so let me ask, like, if you're going to go with that plan, like, are you going to coordinate it and say like, oh, well, the sniper we hired will take her out, kind of
Yeah,
thing?
etc., etc. However you guys want to do
Yeah,
that.
because
I'm
that
just
does depend. You're gonna have like
Yeah.
a concrete plan on how you're going to do it if you're going to
yeah.
set that
I
up.
mean,
So
if it is a sniper assassination sniper thing, I volunteer.
Yeah, yeah, that could be an interesting thing, but
yeah, I mean, you're gonna
yeah,
have
I think
twitchy arms, and you're actually going to shoot like some young lady who's bringing coffee for everybody.
no, no. It's like I have the old school musket, that smooth bore. I,
Oh,
I I shoot, I miss, I hit the dog.
I know exactly what you're referencing, and that cracks me up every time I see it.
I mean,
Have to resort to the missile battery on.
I mean, you have a pulse rifle with aim assist. If you manage to miss, there's probably
I know,
something wrong with you.
I know, I know.
we hire him
That's
for a
the
sniper job, but he brings a smart gun. Like, I'm gonna sniper the whole fucking diplomatic squad.
yeah.
So, anyways, I started blasting.
He brought a missile launcher
Fired and I missed.
to a
Fired
sniper
again and
rifle fight. Jesus
fired and I
Christ.
missed. Then I took a nap.
So we
Fired and
could.
I missed. I reloaded.
Then disassociated for an hour. Then I fired again. And I missed. And I shot the dog. Oh shit.
Well, no, this meme that I found, I think this summarizes his approach. I'll post this in chat.
Oh, I'm laughing and I gave myself a headache.
Me about to find out
Yes.
RPG.
Yeah, yeah, that's how they do it. So David, with his very nimble hand, will somehow use it to
Don't
text
describe it like
Kelly.
that.
No, no, I mean because he has to fit. He's literally multitasking. So he's going to quickly text Kelly to keep keep the phone, take a phone and keep it. I have a plan, and he kind of in quotation marks says plan. So
Well,
yeah, when the Miz is not looking at me directly, as in certain. Yes,
yeah,
let's not go
say
into
no more.
details, but I have decided it will be a standard.
Wink, wink.
He will pull it out the standard and just boom. Now, since she is unaware and it's literally engaged range, can't be engaged more than this. Is it an auto hit? Is it a plus hit?
I'm
Is
gonna
it
say
Hey, I
it's
don't
a
just
see
an
a ring on
auto.
her finger. She's not engaged.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, I'm gonna
I
say
was
you could
gonna
just
say
like
something, but
wherever you want to
I'll
jab
hold
her,
my
just
tongue.
you succeed.
yeah? So after that, he will quickly dress us both, and he will just kind of act like she's just dead drunk, and he will uh, try to stealthily sneak out while
Well, now I
holding
will
her.
say
Oh,
before this, are you
okay.
going to return her phone? Like put it back in her pocket in her uniform?
Oh, it. Mm.
Because keep in mind, if her phone goes missing and it can be tracked, it might lead
Oh, no, no,
back to
no.
you.
Yeah. It will. It will. She will have the phone. I just want to kind of coordinate with Kelly with riding out the detailed thing later, and then I'll slip it in. I'm gonna use her body. She's going to be. David has already decided she will be the framed one or something like that, uh, because we're not sure if we say, oh, a sniper did it and it was paid by them. I want a UPP to be there, caught red-handed with prints and everything. I've been watching a few like crime shows recently, so I've got some disturbing things in mind.
So I'm something of an expert.
So
I've actually been
let
looking.
me
I've
get this
actually been
straight,
watching.
Greg. David or Professor Dave, he's so he stun darted a woman that he took into the bathroom and then is
Yep.
carrying her unconscious body out.
He's kind of got her arm around his shoulder, like she's dead
Okay.
drunk.
Did you
Like
redress her, or is she in her birthday
Yes.
suit?
absolutely. No. Both of us. That's what I said. Both of us are fully dressed, and it just
Okay.
oh, this one had too much to drink. Oh,
It's
don't
like he's
worry, I need
helping
this.
her home, type
Exactly.
deal.
He's like sneaking to get out with her, and he's just kind of texting Kelly, winking, "Get the fuck out with the phone." We had to improvise. And yeah, so if you let him get out, get out. If he needs to do a stealth, he'll do a stealth. Whatever you.
So okay, so let me just get two things I need to get straight here. So Kelly, for the guy that you're talking to, are you just like texting him or like texting Dave and then putting the phone back in the guy's like pocket, or are you going to hold on to his phone as well?
I believe the plan is to take his phone as well, so I'll take it for now.
Okay.
Because that's the plan, correct?
He's
Greg?
so dead
Side
drunk.
character?
He's so dead drunk. I think that we just need like a minute or two to actually coordinate with some fucking messages on the phone. And again,
Oh,
he's so fucking dead
you're
drunk.
just gonna be like texting each other at the table or at the bar, and then put the phones back in their
Mhm.
pockets.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, but I
Okay,
imagine
so
David is kind of going outside of the bar and kind of nudging Kelly to coordinate that like somewhere out, like directly outside, and then he hopes
Go
that
to a
she will be able
cafe.
to. Yeah, and she will be able to
yeah,
then come back in a few
so
minutes and slip it into the pocket
Well, I
of
mean,
the guy
you
again.
could just like sit at the bar and do it. Nobody's paying attention to you.
He's got an unconscious girl around his neck. Well, yeah, she's dead drunk, so that's the story he's going with.
Well, yeah,
So
no, like you help her get back to the table, and then what happens is like she's sitting there, and then she just slowly slides and falls on the ground.
well, the reason I use the dart on her is because he wants to use her body to put her.
We already used her body.
No, no,
Seen it
no.
time.
like he
I may,
wants
I may
to
have.
like plant her like at the
Yes,
site where
yeah. I know
what's
she's
his
going to
nuts is
probably
gonna
wake.
be sniping.
Yes. I
Why?
know she's gonna
So,
wake before that,
just a
but we're
quick
gonna.
question. But we haven't
Yeah,
even set up the whole sniper thing yet. So like, isn't she gonna wake up before we get everything else set up?
Exactly.
Yes.
yeah. That
So
I know, but there are. I may have been watching. I've been watching the show
yeah,
You
you
a bit
went
too much.
overboard.
So yeah, I mean he planned
You're
like to
overthinking things.
to strap her to a chair or whatever. She won't have her phone and everything. She will be held
Um,
hostage until then, and he I don't know. He'll put her in a
um,
dark room or something that she doesn't know us. He
if
panicked.
she
He panicked.
disappears, that's gonna raise
Uh, So
suspicions.
here's my suggestion. Okay, you get her fingerprints on a rifle that uses the same caliber as the smart gun that I have and the same bullet type. You put her prints on it, and then n- the gun that is used has her prints on it, like it was given to the assassin.
Well, another thing
I
I'll
should.
suggest is the reason I was pointing out the gun shop before is because you could always potentially buy or rent a disposable, like a quote unquote disposable, as in like, you're just
Yeah.
using it for the purpose of the mission. So if you want to do that, like get a
Yeah.
gun from that,
Hmm.
give it to, like, use that instead of your pulse rifle to actually take the shot, and then just leave that rifle there so she gets caught with it.
Yes, that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
That's a
I like
great
that
idea,
idea.
actually. Okay, so from the
Leave
inspiration
Definitely
of
someone
overthought
that is
takes.
has PTSD and gets basically having hallucinations and all that other stuff to actually come up with the plan.
yeah, I mean, I'm
that's
still
why you
deciding
have
all about that.
PTSD. That's why. But
Yeah.
okay, so then let's retcon a second or two before that. So she's unconscious in the restroom. Then maybe David can text to Kelly. Uh, I panicked. We need to hurry up. Run to the gun shop, buy a gun.
This is
Come
like
to
the
the
Hangover.
rescue.
Is like, guys, I fucked up.
Basically.
Or or you just message us as like, hey, we need you to pick up a gun
Yeah, pick up a
because
gun,
you remember
get
that
to
I
the
have a
bar,
bunch of
into the
money.
restroom.
Well,
Yeah,
now a couple of things I will point because there are a few steps currently missing from the plan. We'll
Yeah.
definitely cut over to Tobiah and Jack in just a moment because you definitely need to secure a hotel room. Um, at least so you have like a base of operations for this plan, but you still haven't figured out uh, where the where Custodio, where Camila is. Um, but anyways, so we will. You'll bring us back to Alexandria Colony. Um, and so cutting over to while this absolute shit show of a of I don't even know what to call it is going on. We cut over to like kind of like Grand Theft Auto 5 style, like zoom up into the sky, camera pans over and then zooms down on a different group of characters. So we have Jack and Tobiah walking into the Stars Reach, very very fancy hotel, and there are armed guards in the lobby. But there are some, like there are guests checking in, there are people leaving, there are different employees bustling about, and there's somebody at the front desk who, looks up, sees you, and says, "Hi, welcome to the Stars Reach, the finest hotel in Alexandria Colony. Are you here to book a room?"
Uh, yes and no. I'm seeing if you guys are hiring for extra security. Uh, because I noticed all the security guards kind of roaming around and being ex-military. It's kind of, you know, in my standard operating procedure to be security.
And the woman working the desk kind of looks up, looks around, and says, "Well, to my knowledge, we aren't currently hiring any additional security personnel, especially because personnel um, aren't hired by the hotel. They're provided by the
Uh,
consortium."
fair enough, fair enough. So, just a two-bedroom will be sufficient enough.
And she says, "Very well. What is the name for the room? Like, just so she has something
Uh,
on file."
you can put it under, um,
Mr. Twitch.
hold on,
Or you could just put it under
Trey.
Jack's name.
No, I'm gonna put it under Trey. R um TRAWE or something like that, like an actual tray. It's like a weird spelling for it. Like how how some people spell
Yeah.
um some words with a different letter because it
Right?
sounds that way.
Like Smith with a
Yeah,
Y or some shit like that.
yeah. That's basically what I'm doing, but I'm doing it as like Trey.
Okay. And she, the lady there is kind of a little puzzled by this, but still, punches it into the system, and she basically gives you like a clear plastic like ID card. Um,
Yeah, you got another one of these for my friend here?
well, yeah, she would say, "Oh, of course," and she will get another one. She'll hand it to Jack.
So, much appreciated. And how can I pay in advance for like 2, 3 nights?
And she says, "Of course," because out of character, I would assume that it's been a hot minute since I've been in a hotel, but I believe that's kind of the procedure anyway. You say how many nights you're going to be there, so um,
Yeah, and you put like a down payment on it, then you settle the bill afterwards. But I'm just gonna pay everything up front, and that way, you know. I can just leave the keys in the room
Yeah. So I
for
would
when
say
we
for
check out.
like a 3-night hotel stay, um, it would be so a rate of say 170. For a total of 3 nights, you are paying $500.
Okay. It's just there goes all the extra cash that I had.
Well, good thing you didn't fucking spend it. Um,
Yeah, I'm down to $50 now.
um, so she gives you your keys and says, your room is on the 19th floor, and it's like room, number, like 19 whatever number or like letter. So
1932.
yeah, something like that. So, and I actually do have a map for it here, which again, hopefully the let's see, lighting, yeah, token vision's off. So, like basically for reference, like this here is the balcony, and then there are like
Mm-hmm.
glass, like some windows here. There's tables. Um, I mean, I originally modeled this into the expectations that the whole ensemble would be here, but will be in the hotel room that is. But there are 3 bedrooms. There's a TV and a couch here. There's a little like kitchen area here, so it's a pretty cozy little accommodation. And then of course Tobias is sitting down to watch TV. Um,
I just plop myself down on the couch and I just kind of like stretch out and just like
yeah.
lay right there.
So, and it's important to note that for the direction that this balcony is actually like you're on the side of the hotel facing the CSAC.
Mhm.
Now, again, you still don't know what room the diplomatic meeting is going.
Diplomat is,
Yeah,
yeah.
the peace talks. You don't know which room it's going to be in. Like which floor, which room, whether it's going to be facing like the exterior of the building. Um,
Hmm.
but it's around this time that you actually um, you get a phone call to Baya, and I
Oh, I pick up and says, "We are
so
recording you. Please speak your name."
Jesus Christ. Um, so the guy calls, and like the caller ID picture is actually where was his art? Because it's somebody that you actually saw before, back when you were at the whatchamacallit.
Station.
Yeah, the briefing. So it's actually this guy. Did it show players work? There we go. Like
Oh, we've
that's his
seen him.
yeah, that's his picture in his call. Like he was one of the people who was at the briefing. Um,
Hmm.
so his caller ID is Nicholas Gleisner,
Hmm.
and he says, "Hey, I'll cut to the chase since I know you're wondering why I called. My crew and I want to make a deal with you and your crew. We tried making a deal with the other crew that's on the job, but they turned us down. So hopefully you'll be more receptive to it. I'd like to discuss things in person, but not in a place where watchful ears may hear us. If you booked a room somewhere, where are you guys staying? Can we meet up there?"
Uh, how about you meet us in the lobby of the hotel?
There are. I just got through saying there are like a
Okay.
bunch of
Yeah, yeah.
guards.
I understand that he wants to discuss it without the prying eyes, but if we meet in the lobby of the hotel, we can then go from there to a location together to basically prevent them from ambushing us.
I mean, you can like call a. I mean, you can summon the rest of the party back, or um, like just
I
so
at
you
least
have.
want to hear what he has to say before I give an answer, essentially. Like, it would be just me and him, and I'd just be like, look,
Well, I mean, if you want to
if
arrange
you
a
want to have
situation where
this.
maybe you meet him, you meet with just him publicly, and then you bring him to your room, you
Yes,
can do that.
exactly.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing.
So yeah, then he
This
said,
type. I meet him there, and then I take him to the room
yeah. So
so
you can
as to
confirm it's just him.
have the
All right.
conversation.
Okay.
And when I go, I am completely unarmed. The weapon is basically stashed and stowed,
Yeah,
hidden
back in the
away, so
hotel
he
room.
can't find it if I dip away somewhere.
Okay. Um, Jack, are you going to join him or are you going to stay in the hotel room?
I'm gonna let's see. Well, did he promise that he would meet only one-on-one?
Well, that was kind of the condition that Tobias said.
Yeah, I would meet him in the lobby, then I'd bring him here.
Yeah, like he didn't indicate that he was bringing a crew. He just said, can we meet up
Yeah.
and talk about this somewhere private?
Yeah.
And he's kind of putting the ball in your court regarding how many people are going to be there and where you're going to meet. I mean, he did say he wants to, like a hotel room would probably be the best place because then it's just him and you.
Okay. Well, if he didn't say explicitly meet only him and only our representative, then I would be in the
Mhm.
room as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
That's also kind of why
okay.
it's like that way. It's not.
So you,
We have the advantage, not him.
yeah. So you're telling him that you are meeting in the you'll meet him in the
Hotel
lobby
lobby,
of the
and then
Star Reach. Okay. So you're
and then
waiting
we'll take him
there.
to the room from there.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a bit of a wait, because obviously he has to get there because he doesn't know where you are.
Yeah.
But he meets you there, and it is just him. And he doesn't show up, sporting any pulse rifles or anything of that
Hmm.
nature. Let me just double check something. Um, yeah. So, and he doesn't have a sidearm. So,
Okay.
um, he offers you a hand to shake, and he says, you know,
I shake his hand in
yeah,
turn, and he
says,
says, let's take care of our business right this way," and I
sure,
basically show him to the room
yeah. So yeah, you go up the
at that point.
elevator, you go into the room, and yeah, I'll move his token in here. Um, just drag that on the map. Um, so he comes in, and then hold on, Tobias already here, and then I'll just drag
Yeah.
Jack.
I kind of leave the door for like let him come in last so
Okay,
that he can leave as needed so he knows he's not locked in here.
yeah. Okay. So and then he kind of invites himself over to the table and takes a seat.
Yeah, and
Um,
I'll come over and sit down on the
and
opposite side.
he says, so basically he presents his offer straight up, and he says, so like you, I very much want to join Valentino Syndicate, and based on what Vosk said, I fear the consequences of failing this task. So what I want to do is, if you're willing, I'd like to team up with your crew, like my crew and your crew, and share the credit. And he says that one of my crewmates is a talented hacker who's actually been hard at work infiltrating the local network, and she's actually come up with some useful information on where the meeting is going to take place, right down to the exact floor and room the Custodio and the other diplomats will be holding their meeting. And he kind of looks around to kind of gauge your interest.
I just look at him like still like the full stoic face or whatever, but like
Sorry,
if
back up a sec.
Jack has any reaction, he can.
I, I thought we were supposed to have arrived before anyone else. Are we saying that they also were able to speed up their ship?
That would be the implication, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, when we were doing the high speed,
Yeah, because I mean, there's
it
nothing
was
saying they couldn't
commented
have
that
done
they
it
could
as well.
do the same. Like anybody sane
Yeah.
would,
Yeah.
would try.
Yeah. So what you're saying is we both share the credit, both crews get the credit. My only concern is at that point, what prevents them from taking both of us out and not letting either of us in?
Well, what he says is, so here's what I'm thinking here is, um, so in exchange for formally teaming up with my crew and vouching for us with our combined success being a team effort, I'll give you the information that my
Mhm,
crewmate gained to you. You'll still get the kill on Custodio. Like,
mhm,
you get to be the one to kill her. But the two stipulations to the
mhm.
offer are he'll give you the information for free, but to minimize the risk of you trying to double cross him the moment you get what you want, he won't give you the intel until the night before the conference.
Yeah,
And as
that
stated
that's
prior,
fully understandable.
by accepting his offer, you're making a deal to vouch for him and his crew to join the syndicate alongside
Mhm.
you, or at least convince Speaker Vosk not to kill them all if the cost of failure is death. Because she
Yeah,
didn't she didn't outright
it,
say it, but she did kind of suggest that things
hint
wouldn't
at it.
go well for the losers.
Um, I will state that I will do my best if we will team up. I will have to speak with the rest of the group, in order to give you a confirming answer. Um, if we do agree to your offer, then your terms are acceptable. We will attempt to persuade or dissuade from having you and your team eliminated or taken care of in said fact if we do agree. And in said case of if they do let both teams in, then there should be no worry.
Okay, and he kind of nods to that, smiles a bit, and he says, "I definitely like what I'm hearing here." So, and he says, "Well, I understand that you and your full crew need to talk this out, so I'm not expecting an answer up front, but we don't have
Mm-hmm.
much time. We've got most a few days before the peace talks are set to occur, so definitely give me an answer sooner versus later, please."
Yeah, perhaps later tonight after we have our meeting
And he
with the rest of
says,
the crew.
he's like, "All right, I can agree to that. You've got my number, and if anything else comes up, then feel free to call or text. But if you don't have any other questions for me, I should probably get going."
Yes. It will most likely be a call, less likely to leave a fingerprint of our activities.
Okay, sounds good, he says, and then, um, you know, also he also looks over to Jack and says, "By the way, I didn't introduce myself to you. I'm Nicholas Gleisner, but my crew calls me Nicky. Pleasure to meet you," he says, and he offers you a handshake.
Jack will return it and say, "Good to meet you, Jack," but he won't say it with warmth.
Yeah, just kind of very flat and formal.
Yeah,
Okay. So, well,
I
I
guess
mean,
we may be business partners.
yeah. So, well, if there's nothing else, then he excuses himself and then he leaves.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so that happens. Is there anything else you two are going to discuss discuss or do before potentially switching back over to the other group?
I can't think of anything else. I'm just
So I'm
relaxing.
gonna look at him and I'm just gonna be like, I'll get the same information that their hacker did, and then we won't have to rely on them.
That's why I didn't give a firm yes or no. I am putting faith in your abilities, and well, let's see what you can do.
So I will
Uh,
get to work going through the public nets. I don't know. I assume you want me to do some rolls for that.
Yeah, it's definitely
I,
going to
I
be
just
a. So the thing is that it's going to be a Comtech role, but the problem is that it's the kind of thing that the buildings you'd have your best chances of actually getting that information from the building itself. Like, let me put it this way: like trying to hack into the CSEC from the Star's Reach is a lot harder than like getting like sneaking into the CSEC and getting information that way.
yeah, sneaking into C-Sec and planting a Trojan horse.
Basically,
Right.
yeah.
I guess I mean, it's fine if the answer is like, hey, we're just doing it for the gameplay, but like, if we basically made it at the same time, and then as soon as we left the ship, we came right to this hotel, like, how could they have hacked it already? I guess is my question.
Well, let me put it this way. So, because that is a good point. So the way I see it is that you guys, you went. So the way I'm imagining it, so you were obviously having like a group huddle aboard the ship. Then you split up. Then you went to, um, you went across town. You and Tobiah went to the hotel first, while Artyom, Kelly, and Dave went to the bar. So you can probably assume that during the time that you were doing that, Nicholas and
They
his
went to
crew,
C-Sec.
they went straight to the CSAC.
Right, but I mean, we when we went to the hotel, we just saw them at the hotel.
No, they weren't at the
Like
hotel.
No,
but I mean, okay. I mean, we don't have to spend time on it. It just seems
Well,
surprising.
I am trying to clarify that it's like it's not just a case where like not only were they not waiting at the hotel, and I even did say that it took
yeah,
some time for Nicholas to get over
took
to
a
the
couple
hotel.
hours
Yeah.
for
Oh,
them to
okay,
get there.
okay, sure.
So. Um, but anyway, so but you're just to confirm you're not going to do anything else at this current moment, or
No, I'm
I'm going to I guess I'll talk to my colleague and I'll just say, well, I can try to hack from here, but it'll be more difficult. How easy do you think it would be to infiltrate this headquarters?
I mean, with all the extra security, it'd probably be extremely difficult. But if you went posing as, say, someone that's there for, I say, don't know a job, if you can access some sort of terminal that is linked to their database,
yeah,
and
that's
then
true.
put
You could
a
try to pose yourself as a
spoof,
technician or repairman of some kind.
put in
All
a,
right.
say a backdoor to at least begin to breach the system from said access point, from wherever you want.
Okay,
Yes, yes.
so I assume
I
then.
find it. I
Oh,
also find it funny that the person that has like a 3 intelligence
it's just the
is coming up
master
with the plans.
strategist here. Yeah,
Hey, man.
I'm still in
It's experience. It's
denial
experience.
about the fact that you've got this guy who was like frothing at the mouth and all twitchy at the start of the fucking briefing, and then all of a sudden you're fighting fit and sitting pretty and just casually coming up with all these plans that actually work. Um,
I mean, it.
All right.
You may not
I'm
be
going
book
to
smart, but you're like battle smart. So just two different kind of
yeah.
smarts.
So
So
what was your
Works
question,
under
Vegas?
pressure.
so
sorry.
okay. So I'm going to basically like do some hacking and see if I can get myself like scheduled uh to do a routine maintenance or something in the building, and that way
Yeah.
I could get in and get into the server
Yeah.
farm.
So basically, so let me ask you this. So are you saying you're going to try to like you know digitally forge like some credentials?
Yeah, basically like I want to have their system show that
You're an authorized
hey, there's
user.
someone yeah, there's someone going to do some scheduled repairs like normal stuff, nothing out of the ordinary, and then I'll show up and that'll be how I get it.
Okay, so I'll say that's a Comtech roll at a -1.
Okay, and I have +2 for my diagnostic, right?
Yeah, I would say in this case the diagnostic would help for hacking their system. Do you want to push?
And I will put
First push of the campaign.
Oh, very nice. So you
Nice.
succeed. What would you like your stunt to be? Cover your tracks, or
I get I'm trying to think here. I think I probably have to cover my tracks because I mean I would like to get more information, but I don't want them to know that I hacked in.
yeah? So I would say covering your tracks would probably be your best bet.
Yeah, that's the safest one.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I will cover my tracks. So
Yeah.
I have basically forged some credentials for myself,
Yep.
and I can get
Yeah. So you can basically
into
just
the CRC
yeah
building.
you could just walk into the CSAC and present those credentials, and they're like, all right, sure, go on in. Um, that
Yes.
does take a bit of time to do, obviously. So in the time that you're doing that, we will cut back over to the other three. So, what is your plan now, dare I ask?
Well, Dave is texting in all caps to our unstable
Where
AW
the fuck is
soldier.
the room?
No. He got from out of character John's voice spirit, whatever inspiration you can call it. But he texts with all caps, "Fucked up, wear gloves, bring an M44, an F44 to the bar bathroom quickly!" Exclamation marks. He's basically hoping that Tobiah can be fast enough to bring um the gun while she's still unconscious in the bathroom, and he will make sure that there are fingerprints on that gun, and that there are even DNA.
Wasn't the
Because that
plan
thing
to?
clamps.
I thought the plan was to go to the gun shop and get like a throwaway gun.
Yeah.
Maybe, but at the same time, we have a spare. We have a spare in the ship,
Right. Well, you would have to go
so
get
we
that
could.
spare.
Well, we don't have to, in the sense of right now.
I can
Does
just use
Tobiah?
mine.
Yes, and we'll just swap out the mags
All
on
right.
the spare later. Tobiah has
Yeah.
that use. I'm just looking at the quickest thing instead of going to the gun shop, which is farther, and then buying or haggling, whatever. So
Yeah.
in time
Yeah.
enough so that hopefully she won't wake up before I splatter the DNA evidence on the gun. Tobiah gets out of it, holding the thing with gloves, etc., hidden, whatever, and then I bring her back to the stool like nothing happened. Or I leave her in the
Yeah.
bathroom like she just passed drunk or whatever.
All
Yeah.
right.
So
So
I
that's a
guess I
desperate
I
plan.
would receive a message from them, and I'm like, all right, well, you're doing your thing. Apparently I have a other thing to take care of. I'll meet you back here, and then I will leave probably the same time he leaves to go to CSEC.
Well, no, he's not in this. He's not in the C. Oh, you're talking about when Jack goes to the CSAC.
Yeah.
All right. Um. Yeah, because in that case, because like Dave is at Angel's Haven, um, so you run over there, and I would say now it would probably be like maybe like a 15-minute uh you know trip if you're moving quickly. If you want to try to
hmm
move even faster, you can roll mobility.
No, I'm just doing a like the casual jogging,
Yeah.
l- uh,
Okay.
I-
like
if the Miz soldier starts kind of jittering, waking up, he will fire another shot. He will
Well,
inject her.
yeah. Now, do you want to risk overdosing her?
If she starts waking up, twitching, by the time he'll have to risk it, he won't be able to. We started off chaotically. We're gonna go the chaos route.
Yeah.
I'm
So
gonna
you
fucking
are.
risk it.
So you're doing that. Well, my question for Kelly is, what are you doing?
Um, I think for now, what I'll do is I'll go back to where like the other drunk dudes are and just continue to like chat them up just to keep them occupied so they don't
Go
start to
back and look
question like,
for.
oh, oh, we had a third person with us. Where did she go? Just
Right.
keep them distracted
All right.
and occupied
Okay.
so they don't.
Make them drunk, the fuck drunk. They don't even know if they are present even.
Yeah. Um.
I think that's always already the
Yeah.
case, but I'm trying to buy you time so
So
you
so
don't
you
get
go
fucking
to
arrested.
yeah. So eventually, I mean, it's like 15 minutes, like 15 very tense minutes pass. Um. And then I would say well, actually, we're using stun or tranquilize.
I meant the tranquilizer. I,
Oh,
I I just said stun as stun feature. Tranquilize. Yes.
yeah, because I figured like stun would really only
Like,
work for in
yeah,
combat,
yeah,
but
yeah. I
so
worded it wrongly. Didn't read it, but yeah. So I'm having the tranquilizer and the berserker
yeah,
ones.
so if she's unconscious, then in that case, I'm gonna basically do a like a hmm, number of
stamina.
rounds. Yeah, I got to do a stamina. In this case, I'm going to kind of do like a reverse stamina to see how many rounds she'll stay unconscious, I guess.
Okay.
Because I mean, normally it's supposed to be how many fucking rounds until you um like how many rounds until you fall unconscious. But now I cannot believe I'm doing the inverse. So let's see. So her stamina is okay.
Will I need to jab her again? We might have a
Um,
corpse after all.
so you yeah, so I'll say, in this case, Tobiah, are you sure you don't want to roll mobility to try to get there faster?
Okay, I guess I will.
It's like a race against the clock right now.
Yeah. Probably not gonna be the best, but it'll be decent.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we're gonna push that.
Want to use a story point? Just kidding. We shouldn't for this.
So actually, Kelly, you have an F-44A, right?
Yeah.
Did you bring it with you?
Oh,
I'm willing to sacrifice it for this situation.
Okay. I will know. I mean,
Yep.
Artyom has one, but out of fairness to the absentee player, I'm not going to sacrifice any of
Yeah,
this
of
stuff. So,
course.
I mean,
Yeah.
you can hand it over to him, and then he can give it to David, or to Dave rather. So, like he knocks on the door of the sex room, and he like basically cracks the door open slightly, and you see like an arm reaching through with a gun.
For you,
I
comrade.
inconspicuously I have gloves on already. I'm a doctor. I always have them somewhere in some pocket or orifice or whatever. So I already have the gloves,
God.
and I basically culp her hands to grip the gun firmly, and because the F-44 has that shoulder clamp thing, I'm
Yeah.
also going to just kind of put it around her shoulders so that it has the skin and the marks, etc. I'm
Okay.
gonna
Maybe
twitch
get some of her hair stuck in
exactly
the chamber.
exactly a hair strand on probably the arming mechanism, because the hair is near that aiming part thing. So I'm gonna nudge a hair follicle
Okay.
there as
So,
well.
and are you leaving the gun there?
No. We will have it, but I will keep it with the gloves, so nobody else will touch it. It is in this state. I'm just
He's
putting
waiting
it
till I get there to basically take it from him to go back to the room to bash it for when
Okay.
we're ready to
exactly,
use it.
exactly. So we're kind of forced. The murder weapon of the official will be an F-44. It can be another one, but we will then plant this gun there when that
Now I
happens
will
with the
ask you
texting and
this:
everything.
do you have the means to make it extreme range, i.e., with an
I
optical
do.
scope? All right, then there you go. Because I will
Well,
say that
well,
You forget.
if you didn't have that, you would not be able to make the shot.
Well,
oh yeah, I
you
wasn't
also,
I wasn't even sure if it'll be an sniper shot, or if it'll be when the person is somewhere alone somewhere, and just frame it
Yeah.
as
Well,
another type
let
of
me put
murder.
it
But
this way: the
we
distance
can.
from Stars Reach to CSEC is extreme.
yeah. So if you
Yeah.
remember, I bought the optical scope.
Yep, that's why I was double checking.
Okay, that'll be perfect. That'll be
Nice.
perfect. We'll have that ready on as well. So yeah, once Dave finishes that, he's going to leave her sitting somewhere on the bathroom floor or whatever, partially dress her, but make it look like she just, was unconsciously drunk, and he's gonna leave with that gun and just uh, kind of wink at Kelly to get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, and Artyom will.
Don't wink at me in this situation. Please don't do that.
It's,
No,
it's more
he.
it's more like a nervous look, actually, to her, like, we're done.
Yep. But as you were saying, Cody, I'm
I'm
sorry.
trying to find the GIF for it. Where the hell is it? Here it is. He just kind of gives her this sort of look.
Yeah, yours is better.
God. But yeah, with that, with him leaving the lady, we'll amp scurry very fast. And as we're leaving, I will elbow you, uh, Dave, and I'll say, "You owe me a new to replace my weapon, asshole."
Well, good thing there's a
I
gun
will
shop
I will
down
buy
here.
you I will buy you a new one. I am sorry for the improvisation.
Don't
Haven't had.
improv no more. Like,
I just by
next
the
time
time
you
they're
want
leaving,
to, don't do it.
I just
Things,
Yeah,
imagine by the
things,
sorry.
time they're leaving, I just come up and I'm like, okay, I'm here. What you missing?
think.
Looks at the gun,
Okay.
is like,
Yeah. This.
I just
He
sigh
he will
like
he will
you
give you
had
he will
one
give you the
all along.
gloves.
I
He
I
will.
will.
He will.
It's like
Yeah. Sorry.
I see the gun. I'm like, you already have one. I just sigh and I just like turn around and start walking back.
You could take it. No, never mind. He'll keep it with him. He'll make sure it's safer, cleaner. Uh,
Exactly. That's kind of why I'm not touching it.
yeah. Sorry, Kelly. I will buy you a new one. Improv isn't my strongest suit.
No shit.
Um, I was
No
I
shit,
was go
Sherlock.
I was going for information at first, but um, let's just say things escalated, and I was worried with how that would end. Because yeah, I don't think she would have been too happy with finding out what I am or what I am not. What
Escalated.
ab-
What sort of true crime, like holotapes, do you watch it or have been preloaded into that freaking fake brain you have? Sweet Jesus.
I may have watched a bit too many true crime and not true crime dramas. My previous owner had a fascination with them, but it's
Obviously.
Fascination is an
things
understatement.
things don't work out
God.
as well. Hey, I'm doing well. I'm doing okay. I had much worse ideas and plans what could have happened, but this is
Were
better.
they
We don't
trying to
have
be Sherlock Holmes?
More like
more like
Professor Moriarty.
yeah, something like
Jesus.
that. Professor Moriarty, the Ted Bundys or
I was
whatever,
joking.
basically.
So.
Ted
But
Bundy. Oh, great.
Okay, on that note, um, yeah, so do you guys, yeah, because we got a little bit of time. Do you guys want to focus on Jack infiltrating the CSEC or or whatever
yeah,
we're gonna do next? Okay.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah,
See how that goes.
so meanwhile, while that absolute shit show is going on, the Jack basically, manages to stroll into the CSEC. I mean, you are initially, asked to present, like ID, like clearance by one of the guards out front, but you present that and you're able to get in no issue. Um, and so as for the server room, I don't have a map for it, but provided that you're
Yeah.
not doing anything like overtly suspicious, um, you can do in this case, a Comtech roll, no negative modifiers, and
Okay,
your
cool.
diagnostics device would apply.
Hold 1 second.
Very nice. Do you want to push?
Yes, I'm going to push. Oh,
Okay.
come on.
Um, I mean, do you want to burn a story point for a third success? Because you could potentially get extra information and/or cover your tracks.
Yes, I'm going to. I will burn a story point at this point because I want to get extra info and I also want to cover my tracks.
Okay. Um, so let's see. So for the base success is like what information specifically are you searching for as your initial target?
So I'm trying to basically find out the information that they were going to give us, which is, hey, what's the schedule for the meeting? Where's it located? Information about the meeting.
Yeah. So you can check their you basically like the like I guess not really a website, but like whatever their internal schedule is for all the employees that work there, and you find out that where was it? Just because I had it written down, I'm trying to figure out what the hell it is. Shit. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out where my info is kind of scattered. So
I mean,
okay,
if you don't have it, like
I no, I do.
you
I
can
know
most
where it
certainly.
is. I'm just trying to find. Okay, so it is actually the 17th floor meeting room, which I will pull up. I do have a map of it. So you do have a. Where is it? I will activate this so you can get a layout of the building. Just waiting. Whoever's last to load, John. Um, so the meeting room is going to be here, and there's a big, wide fucking open window, um, that is across from your hotel room, so you could very easily snipe.
Okay, great.
Um, so you do know the meeting room. You know the uh, the floor. You know the location. Um, as far as the schedule, like in their internal like schedule, you do find out it's like, oh, the meeting is for like starts at 11 a.m. and goes until whatever fucking time. Um, and it'll last well over an hour, probably several hours. Um, so you'll have an abundance of time to actually take the shot. Um, as for extra information, do you have any suggestions of what that would be?
Trying to think here. I guess, have there been any security notices about threats to the conference?
Um, as far as that's a good question. As far as you've known, there has not been any, like, judging from the internal like conversations and like message logs that have been kind of like between like employees in the buildings and executives and security details and stuff. They have not indicated that the meeting is going to be like under very heavy surveillance. Like they're not expecting any kind of trouble. The room, I mean, there's still going to be guards in the room, um, but um, like just in case,
Is
any.
are the windows bulletproof?
No,
Just had to double check.
but no, it's good. I mean, it's good to ask. But yeah, the bullets are just the windows are just standard glass. So especially armor piercing like pulse rifle rounds would cleave through them.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, well, if that's all the information that I get from the success, then I think we can wrap this up.
Yeah. So
It is the clock, so I think we're.
yeah, it's a good point to stop. So you got that information. So as far as XP, as I said before, well, I mean, I can't remember if we reached a verdict on it. Do you guys want to do, because they did change how XP, like how skills work in this? Do you still want to do just base 5 or like base 5 plus extra that I did in Steel Towns? What do you want to do?
I'm I'm okay with whatever if one is simpler than the other, but I think I think in Still Talents it was also quite okay with the guaranteed base 5 plus if we get extra
Yeah. So if you guys want
of
to go
that
through the
I,
questions that
to
we,
encourage certain things. Yeah.
I mean, I think based on what you said, this is going to be a long campaign. I know that the new rules, it has higher costs
yeah, that's
to
what I
get
was
higher
saying,
levels of stuff.
because it's like
But
each skill increases by 5. You like
yeah, I mean, yeah, what I would like to avoid is the characters getting a little too overpowered. That tends to happen in long campaigns.
okay.
Mhm.
Well, in that case, then we'll just, everybody gets a base 5, just, to just 5 for the session, and then,
Okay.
if
Okay.
enough time passes and you feel like it's not enough, then we can, go ahead and get 5. Um,
Okay.
and then I mean, if the plan is to go back to like reconvene at the hotel, you can spend it, but if you're just out and about still, like as it stands right now, no.
Yeah, I'll wait for the spending. It's not urgent.
Yeah, I'm good with
Uh,
waiting.
yeah, I'm gonna drop off.
All
Okay,
right.
thanks.
see it. But
Yep,
other than
see
that,
it, I guess.
how was the first session?
That was a
It was
fun
really
intro.
good. I liked it.
Yeah, it definitely was well worth the wait.
I like the
Mhm.
change of pace and scope in that sense that now we actually have to fucking consider how the fuck we're gonna have solve these things. Like these are genuine puzzles of IRL. If you're trying to fucking plan a murder, you have to know what the fuck you're
Yeah,
gonna
you
do.
need some sort of exit
So
strategy,
yeah,
which you
or
didn't really have planned
shenanigans.
when you.
Well, I did have one. It would have been just very bad and chaotic. It would have been bad.
And then
But
all I do is I just take it and I just like, all right, we're going this way.
Yeah, you come up with
yeah.
plans and nobody's actually opposing them. That's funny. Um, so
Well, the
Even a
alternatives were
broken
shittier. So
clock is right twice a day.
pretty much. Um,
yeah.
yeah. So just as a heads up, I would assume that we're going to play on the 25th. 2 weeks from today.
hmm
Um, I might not be available then though, but I will obviously let you know, as it gets closer to that day.
Okay.
So,
Yeah,
Not
of
a problem.
course.
and then if we didn't play then we'd be playing February 8th.
You
So,
okay?
all right. But anyway, thank you. Thanks for the first, hilarious fucking first session of this. We're off to a very good start. So,
And I'm already
Yeah,
Yeah,
scared.
I
thanks for
already.
running.
Yeah, thanks for setting this up. I already see it'll be chaotically dramatic and fun and unexpected and unpredictable. It'll